The one thing I don't like is I don't mind anyone having their opinion online, even if it's not to my favour. Go about your business. But real life and online is two different things. And I just felt the approach in real life, it just, without trying to be cocky, or I'm not trying to do anything, it just felt like there was a keyboard in front of him. And I was saying the other day to someone, when we first started Gasworks, it was about the people. It was about the people.
Yeah, don't feel like it's about the people the same no more, but I'll be honest.
So then I have to walk away.
Now we've got to talk.
Why don't I feel excited about new music coming out the way I did, say, 2010 or 2006 or even 2016? Yeah. 2019, I was excited about music. What's happened in UK for yourselves that you've looked at and gone, yo, this thing ain't really exciting like that no more?
Winners talking.
I don't like people like that, you know?
And rain.
Same thing.
But I've never liked that though. It's never really my steeds.
Yeah, what to like compare the different.
Yeah, like you know when someone goes, oh, in school, something happens to you, and then something happens to someone else. So like, oh, look what happened to him. Like,
But I feel like, you know what? But have you noticed that the referee gets instant karma because something will happen in the game previous, like in let's say the Saturday or on the earlier kickoff, like, say the 3 o'clock kickoff, then it will happen again straight away in the 5 o'clock, in the 5:30 kickoff. So it's like the Arsenal thing happened, and then straight away in the Liverpool.
I know the same thing
the
happens
next day,
again.
the Liverpool kickoff now. The same thing happens again.
Doug, how much time do you moan about the obstacles in life before you just try and figure a way around them?
Yeah, more time you just figure it out. But
I don't even moan. Yeah, you got to figure it out, bro.
Yeah.
Your jacket in the shop.
Do you know what? You let me know from an artistic perspective how it look.
I mean,
you can see that it's Burberry if you leave it like that still, so it looks kind of fly still.
It
looks kind of fly, the material.
Yeah, we leave it like that.
Yeah, so left that.
Come on, man. See, let me
You
flex,
understand?
man.
Let the man flex.
Let me flex. I've got a couple girl I'm trying to impress.
Let the
Babe
man
mum's
flex.
trying to come
It's
back
obviously
in.
what
Come
he's
on, let me
doing.
flex, man. You don't like that, Doug?
It's obvious what he's on.
That's my new thing. I'm trying to get become a baby mum. That's my new thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get back with your baby mum, yeah?
Nah, man. Would you say it for the cameras? Future's running.
What's it saying though? How you two getting on now? Better.
Cool, man. Yeah, much better.
Things are much improved, though, like.
You have to grow up after a while.
Yeah.
You can't be an idiot.
On both sides, or
both sides, man. You have to learn to accept on one side. You have to learn to move forward on the other. And yeah, man. Once you can accept and move forward, and both people know what happened in any one situation, that's when you can move forward. But I think people like to push forward. Because safety is my biggest thing. If it's not safe to move forward, I don't move forward. So whatever problem that existed then, if I don't feel moving forward, we've eradicated that problem, then we're all standing here together.
Yeah.
So I just need to know that we can move forward because you understand what went wrong. And I'm like, cool, I understand where I went wrong. Now let's move forward. That feels a bit more healthy to me. But I think too many problems, people just go minor and persevere.
Yeah, true that.
so you're getting back. Originally, you weren't getting great access to your children. You're seeing them on regular and all that.
Come
posting
on,
up and all that, man. Thanks, God.
FaceTiming and texting and
that's
saying
nice.
bumbaclaw. And we're good now, man. And I think that's a good example to anyone if they've seen for the start of the journey that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I know it feels bad when you're in it. Trust me, whirlwind, crazy. But when you get that little light at the end of the tunnel and you reach there, just cherish it and make sure you've done everything in your power to close off that little hole. You don't want to go back there. So you have to drop your ego. You have to accept things. If I drink some rum, play Future, man, you're good.
Yeah. Come on, we're drinking rum in here today, you know.
Yeah.
Come on.
Grenada rum today.
Yeah, the
Grenada rum today. Rivers. The rivers. Those that know about rivers know about rivers. You understand?
9%, boy.
But yeah, man.
What?
Doug's drinking coffee and rivers. Doug's drinking coffee and rivers.
69%!
Yeah. We was gonna hide that one from you, but we just.
Is that where it is? 69%.
I think it is.
Does my arm look like it can deal with 69% people?
Don't listen to that.
I'm not even giving you
47.
the full rundown. We'll just crack on and move on.
47.
Oh, that's all right, man. We're healthy again.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on, man.
we moved.
69, Jesus.
Yeah, man. But anyway, Doug's drinking coffee and Patron. Well, you got coffee there as well.
Yeah, I needed the coffee, man. I went gym with Rashid earlier, bruv.
How you get on?
This brother, the man trained like we got into war or something. But
Our man's got to be training though, bro.
We are.
We are going to war. though.
Yeah. No, I don't mind it. And you know what? When you speak to him, he'll tell you. I just cracked on. No complaints. Just got on with it. Do you get me? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's where it is.
I've done gym this morning, same thing. So you just
Man just has to go and train.
Yeah, man, just go and
Nah,
train.
the
and match
morning
work.
still. Just get on with it, mate.
Yeah.
What kind of training was it? All burpees, push-ups?
Oh, pull-ups and all that.
Pull-ups.
Yeah, he had me on my pull-up game, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did nearly, I would have said about 60 pull-ups over a period of, not in one hit, but the way he had me doing something where do one pull-up, then do 4 then put 4 push-ups, and then while I'm doing the push-ups, he's doing his pull-ups. As soon as he's done, I go back up. Like, just, bro, it was just non-stop. Like, do you get me? Yeah, it was good, though.
That's good, though. Burning.
This is what I'm saying.
Probably looks in shock, like, what is man on?
Brother,
When last you see a gym?
to visit me, brethren, there a year ago, I got a jacket potato to kill the time. But yeah, there was...
So man didn't even train, man was chilling.
Brother, I can't just be lifting stuff around bare guys screaming, man. We just leave you lot to it, man. You just lift your things and...
But brother, you could get 2 dumbbells in your yard. Or, yeah, you ain't got to answer for that one.
Yeah, you win. You win.
I like how you tried to drop it though still, but you're just, I know them ones. You got them old school yardman frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man's framed like them old school bogle, Brock up and them man there, them old school dancers and them.
Come on.
My cousins, them in yard are all shaped like poet, no homo. Tall as fuck, tall and long. You know them man there? Tall and long man, them long tall man, Marga man.
There's bare tall marga like redskin youths in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I blend in, man. I blend in.
Yeah.
When last time you went?
Time ago, 2014 to be fair. Went out there.
That's not
and
That's not too bad.
yeah, we're approaching the decade now, so I'm looking to go next
Touch
year.
the soil again, right? Go over there and touch the soil again. And
Yeah, man. January, Buju Banton and Bury Salmon are playing on the 4th of January, so I want to go over there and watch them. I know everyone's going to jump on the vibes thing, but yeah, it's going to be too crazy for me, man. That's way too crazy for me.
Yeah, there's some roots and culture business.
Yeah, that'll be decent.
Yeah, man. Uncle Paul vibes. We have to activate Uncle Paul more often this time now. UP, Uncle Paul, man.
Calm and moving on. So what's been going on? I haven't even introduced the guest today. That's a familiar to the people. Special guest in the building today. Poet.
Yeah, man.
Blessings, pound.
The man
Blessings,
himself,
come
man.
on, G.
You know, it's only a phone call away. Every now and then I get the call from Poet saying, yeah, I need to pull up. And then I say, yeah, come then, pull up. Done.
Yeah, man,
Simple.
come on, man.
You get me?
Now you make it feel very welcome. You're very welcoming people. And when you watch the pod, it just seems like everyone knows you. They could have just met you before the thing, and you're just. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a very comfortable space. So blessings and thank you for having me. Man.
So what's going on? Why are you doing this media run, big man?
I'm not even doing a media run. I just want to go.
Brother, you've done about 4 podcasts in the last
Which
2
one?
weeks.
Which
or
one?
maybe you just pop up all the time on my socials.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm out there like that.
Yeah, you're outside.
Man.
Back
Yeah,
outside again. Because sometimes you're not outside still. Sometimes you're just low key.
Yeah, very low key. And then sometimes not.
It's more if it's just a feeling thing. Like I just got to the point in this job, I don't have to be outside as much as maybe someone that's just in the game and all of that. So it's just about valuing that, and then trying to do it when you feel good or you're doing individual things that you're proud of. You know where I'm coming from, and I just feel a little bit better. So I'm like, I like to be the best version of myself when I collaborate with people rather than just doing it for the sake of them. I always think, but what are you lot going to get out of it? Like, what am I going to do here that makes anyone go, yeah, that was a good episode? And if I don't feel like I'm in that space, I don't care what I'm promoting. I'd rather not do anything because it just doesn't help anyone. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I respect it, bro. You just did convos with Cream.
Yeah. So and I saw Lippy doing that. And sometimes it's that, where I know you're just starting and I saw Lippy do it, I've seen other people do it. I'm like, surely there must be value in getting loads of people from the culture to come and appear on it. Just
to help her out.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So
have to forward.
it's more of like, I wanted to do it because of that.
Yeah.
I see some value, add some value, and do you know what I'm saying? Where I can potentially add value. So that was my reasoning for doing it. And then I asked you to do. I knew I was going to do this before I asked her to do convos with Cream.
Yeah.
It's only when, like I said, I saw Lip in someone else. I saw like Mimi. So I was like, yeah, this is good. We need more people to go and do that and build up her thing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man.
That was the vibes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
100%.
she's blessed, man.
Yeah.
She's cool. Let her keep working and building up her thing,
Do you know what I'm saying, fam?
Let her keep working and building up her thing. Good vibes over there now. Clear.
Yeah, man,
That's
come
it.
on.
I spoke to her the other day, slid briefly on the phone. She's cool.
Yeah, that's good, The more people that speak to her and all of that is just good, just to let her know that.
Encouragement, let her know people then behind her and all of that kind of stuff,
Because you man are concrete in this thing now, So a phone call from you means something, brother. Concrete in this thing, bro.
Yeah, man. We set the foundations.
Come
man.
on,
yeah.
Now, Doug, say it again with more confidence, man. Concrete, solid. Let them know,
Yeah,
brother.
man, done set the foundations. You done see
say it
what,
like
man. You get me?
Don't say it with chest, don't be pounding. Don't say it with chest, man.
brother, don't hesitate to
But
say
we're
it,
humble
bro.
with it. You know what I'm saying? We just
man,
keep it.
No,
chill and we
we're
cut
humble
through.
with it, but we know what it is at the same time. And as I always say, like, I know my position in this thing.
Yeah.
what man's supposed to do, kind of stuff. So that's why I'm always
And we're
encouraging.
still,
of
and
what's
coming from
going
that
on.
point of like, we've still got a lot more to achieve in it and a lot more
course.
to do as well. You
Well,
get
we
what
all
I'm
do,
saying?
man.
There's always, no matter what position you reach, you've always got to strive for more and be pushing for more. And there's always more to achieve. But yeah, we definitely solidified ourselves in the space. You get it? Full circle moment. Look how man was getting onto Poet in episode 1. And now poets all part of the furniture. now, you get me?
Come on, man. Yeah,
Poet
4 years.
knows
4
it's
years.
all love. Poet knows it's all love, brother.
Yeah.
Poet knows it's all
Nah,
love.
of
Everything
course,
comes
man.
from a genuine place when it comes to me. And I like
100%.
conversation. I like people that will be honest with me. And Poet was honest with me and said, "This is how I feel about what you said, and this is how I check it. This is how it goes." Look at when you let's not even get back to you and add him in.
Oh my lord! Don't try and say I was in the. I've said,
really,
oh
you gonna say
my.
it? Yeah, I forgot about all of
I was
that.
thinking, why are my brothers
you
just
know
out
what's
here
mad,
trying to
yeah?
do me wrong?
You know what's
I'm in
mad?
my yard, little FIFA, obviously, gal. Come on, no,
When
did we do
you
it
said
consensual? All
that
of that.
thought popped into my head.
I forgot.
But I wasn't going to say nothing.
No.
Yeah, of course you weren't.
And then Paz looked me in my
forgot.
head and it's like he just telepathically heard it. And
that.
was like, yeah. And
Yeah.
even when, brother, we come, look at that. And now, look, bro. Calm. Fam, when I see, man, it's love every time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Man's fighting his. Why did my man want? What was the issue the other day when Doug was getting on for you?
Oh my lord!
Right, then why was Reece upset with you, bro?
It wasn't man. Because you know, my man, that's like it's happened, innit? So you just talk like, but not to talk bad about Reece. Shout out Reece, man. God bless you.
Listen, make your purchase at Manscaped. 20% discount when you use the code winners. That's from us to you. Christmas is coming. Make sure you get that purchase. It's going to give you an extra inch on the machine. Your gal will be thanking you. You understand?
Trust me, yeah.
What we saying?
Come on, man.
Every man been using their Manscaped. Yeah, T, what you saying? You made your purchase?
Too many purchases. I got big amount in blood.
This guy.
Listen, make sure you get your beard oils. Make sure you get your
aftershave.
combs, your aftershave,
Boxer
your boxers.
shorts.
And I can't lie, the boxers, I can't lie. They're
No, the boxers-
made,
bro,
they're
I'm
made
always
for the
rocking
man
the
that with
boxers.
non-chafing, all
Yeah,
of that.
yeah. No, the boxers are wavy.
But that's big fire brothers. You know what I mean? We've got the big legs, them, Make sure you get your proper boxers in.
20%
Get me?
discount plus
Come
free
on.
shipping. And we need, listen, discounts count at these times, you know. Everyone needs a discount, you know.
listen.
20% discount. Use the code winners. I'm telling you.
Make sure you get on that.
Make sure you get ladies, purchase for your man. If your man's rolling like it's the 60s and he's not really taking care of the, the
Trimming
shaving, the trimming and grooming,
Yeah.
just give him that hint. Here you go. Happy
And
Christmas.
listen, everything,
Boom.
and when you buy certain packages, it comes with the travel bag, everything. You just roll with it.
Everything.
Mine's
Set.
normally in my gym bag all day, every day. My
Yeah,
travel
yeah.
bag all day, every
Land
day.
off holiday, step in,
Come on, man.
clean
Step
up,
in.
ready to
Yeah,
touch
ready to
by
roll,
the
man.
pool or the beach or whatever,
Winners.
beach party,
Cold.
whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Winners, 20% discount, free shipping.
It was a disagreement. That's what it was, and I just felt, without going into too much detail, the one thing I don't like is I don't mind anyone having their opinion online, even if it's not to my favor. Go about your business. But real life and online is two different things, and I just felt the approach in real life, it just, without trying to be cocky or I'm not trying to do anything, it just felt like there was a keyboard in front of him, and for me, nah, man, I don't like that, fam. Like, I just like a little bit of respect. So I made that very clear. And then off the back of that, we're cool. Do you know where I'm coming from? Not how much trying to
I
say.
think at one point I see you lot was having later on, you lot was having a conversation and it was calm.
Yeah, because that's what it should always
That's what it
be.
should be.
That's what it should always have been. But the way I was approached, as if to say, I don't know, I was confused. I was like, but you make clothes. Like, not to be on a rude thing, like well, why are we here? Like, what is going on? So it was just me letting him know, like, it's not that. There's no point of it trying to be that. That's just pathetic. Let's just keep it normal. Like, come on, like, come on. Reece versus Poet. What is this? Two Timberland boots smacking each other. This is dead. Like, this is the news that nobody waited for.
baffled,
Like, just chill, bro.
I was
Like,
fully baffled.
bro, you were baffled.
I was
But,
fully baffled. I didn't know what was going on. I just said, Poet, what's going on? Poet was vexed. I said, okay. Then he said to me, da. Then I was like, I didn't know who it was because I just finished speaking to Reece. The next minute, he said, oh, you two had a little... Then Doug was just giving him a sermon. I don't know what to call it. And I'm looking and I just walked off.
Nah, man, it's just all cool, man. It was all cool. It was all cool, man.
You don't even remember that?
Doug, you
I remember chatting to him. I don't.
Poet remembers because you were standing... Remember?
Was Poet there?
Yeah.
Poet was looking at you talking to him for 5 minutes.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Because it was a thing where it's like, I've said what I've said to him. We've been cool with it.
And then I came over and then was.
But you know what it was? Imagine this. No, it wasn't even that. It was more of, big man, I've just stepped in the venue.
Literally. You said
I've just walked in the venue. And then when you came into the VIP part, There's like 2 steps and your boss are right, and boy, and the elevator right there, sir. And then like 5 steps and you're in front of the elevator.
Yeah.
So when I've heard his voice behind me, I've instantly gone, we're here for love. It's always you.
Yeah.
Even when you try your hardest for it to not be you, somehow it's you. So today, it's not you.
Yeah.
But everything in this young man's approach towards me was built off the concept of what he sees online.
What
And
did you criticize? Did you criticize something online or something? I ain't got a clue.
all it spurned from was he made some clothing that was very similar to Clint. Clint is someone I've had a huge amount of respect for a long period of time. I got mad love for Clint. And when him and Clint were having a dispute online, Clint's my brother. And most importantly, I just think when you get of age, if you've done something wrong, let's just say, just hold up your hands, my bad, let's move forward. All of this ego thing in front of the world, I'm telling you, years later, take it from me, it looks dead. So I just have to say to my man online or on the HC pod, you're wrong. You copied my man's clothing with the print on the front there, you've sold it on your thing, and he's vexed. Boom, I get it. He's younger than you, you're older than him, you've been mashing P, he's starting, you're copying the youth's thing, just allow it.
Yeah.
I've jumped in the DM, tried to have a conversation. He went mad at me. He went crazy at me in the DM. So I said, you know what, big man? No problem. Yeah. Don't say my name. I said, cool. You know what, big man? You're right. You know, I'll just fall back. Yeah. I don't want no problem.
And then you saw him coming out the lift, and then that's where this.
And no, and then when I've seen him at the lift and the way he's approached me, maybe the way I left it in the DMs, it led reason for you to believe it's a bullying thing or something I don't know. And I'm not saying, man, look at me, but Jesus Christ, under the eyes of the Lord, why do you believe you can bully me? Yeah. This is not part of the package of poet. Not to think that I'm bad, I'm a big man. Yeah. Come on, my guy, if I've done something disrespectful, I need to hold up my hands and say anything that comes my way, I have to deal with it. But if I've not done nothing wrong, I'm sorry, I'm my mum's son, man. My mum didn't hold me for 9-10 months for me to come out and take disrespect. It's just not happening. Today, tomorrow, it's just not my type of vibe. Online, again, you do what you want. Yeah. Go ahead, man. It's a free-for-all. I do what I want. Yeah. Can't get mad at the next man doing for what they want. In a real life, we have to wake up. And he woke up, respect to him. He woke up, not I'm trying to be rude, but he woke up. And then at the end of it, I was cool. Yeah. And then I know I no longer have to encounter that problem. Yeah. But I don't like even to deal with situations in any type of way like that because it should just never be that. Yeah. Reece versus Poet is not the fight anyone's been waiting for. It's washed. It's dead. Yeah. These 2 little Timberland boots arguing, man. Who cares about that, man? It's rubbed, fam. So just done that, man. Yeah, man. Just move forward on a peace thing.
That's what we're all about. Listen, and like you said, the ego thing's dead. And man will look back on things. And if you're in the wrong, you got to put your hands up.
My brother.
When I look back now and I say, I've told you. When I deep it, I get where you're coming from. I was wrong in what I said. And I own it. I repeat it again and again on camera because I don't care. When I'm in the wrong, I just take accountability.
Yeah, but it doesn't even talk. Yeah, but
it's just part of how I am as a man. I don't do wrong and strong. You understand? If I'm in the right, I'm not budging. I die on the hill. You understand?
Come on.
Yeah. But when man's wrong,
I just say, yeah, you know what, I was wrong. I'm not wrong a lot. But when man's wrong, you get me?
No, do you know what, Pound? That's how I feel.
And even, I'm not
I've only been wrong twice in my life.
When I say I'm wrong, I might be like, my opinion was wrong for you personally. But I don't mean I'm wrong.
Yeah, but I was still right.
Yeah, because I could have been right. Even if I was wrong, I could have been right.
There was an option.
It kills me because I know he would never be wrong.
Brother.
Sometimes you're wrong even if you're right.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think it's more of what Pound said. You see when you say something and it comes from a good place, but you're wrong, it don't feel as bad. It just feels like, let's have a convo. When you do the wrong thing, you're wrong and strong and everything you're saying is coming from a place that, I'm charging, man. 2 ice cubes in the cup. Cool off, man. Just chill, nah.
Yeah, when you're trying to defend it, man.
Brother, why are you defending the wrong thing? And then and then do you know them people that defend the wrong thing? Every time you speak to them about the situation, it's something new. No, it wasn't that. It was just this. No, it wasn't that. It was big, man. Whatever it is, and it has a consistency to it. Because if you ask me why I'm upset with any one person that I have a problem with, you can ask me 73 years from now, if I still happen to be alive, big man, it will be the same reason. Yeah. And when people's reason becomes interracial, big man, I have to distance myself. It can't just be mixed race. You can't have a mixed race reason. It's black and white, big man. It's either this or it's that. I'm not really in the grey area with people that I'm close to. There is no grey area, man.
No, I hear you, bro. Let's move on from that, innit? Let's pick
Yeah,
some
man.
positivity and all of them things.
Blessings.
Bolts in the
Blessings.
building with day us another
Yeah,
day.
sipping it down, you hear me?
So what's the latest? What we got to look forward to, Poet? What's upcoming? I feel like there's some new stuff on the horizon.
No, there
you
is
said
always
something to me
stuff.
the other day, but I can't remember exactly what you said. So
What I'm saying to you, what's nice is obviously I didn't really want to do anything anyway until Filthy was kind of cleared up. And Filthy, as of recent, has been a really good place to be at. We brought Loons back. Loons come back with some fire. Best performing episode in the last year, the episode that Loons was on. So that was really, really good. And I really liked what Scorcher was doing in the scene. I'm a big Grime fan, so we were able to bring Scorcher in that episode as well. So just where Filthy's going, got Sean Wright Phillips on the last episode. That's really, really, really big.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got a next individual coming up in the next couple of weeks, footballer-wise. And so all of the facts that we're connecting with footballers again and bringing the boys back together, I thought it's good. It's a good
positive.
space we're in, you know where I'm coming from.
yeah.
And then even with Vibba, making it more of a platform and trying to be the alternative voice to Grime Daily. Like Grime Daily's held so much and Link Up TV, and they've done so much for a particular type of black experience. But I'm just trying to open up the black experience to the boy that wears the checker red shirt, blue jeans, and everybody have to ask where I get my clerks.
Yeah.
Where do I go? Where's my type of music? Do you know where I'm coming from? I can't necessarily directly relate on a life perspective with some of the things that peak on a Grime Daily. So if you're Nux, where's your space? Where are you the king of?
Big up
And I'm just
Nux.
trying to open up that space, you know, big up Nux. And there's loads of people. And that's not to say that they can't live in the Grime Daily space or the Link Up spaces. They can. But I just feel like their core market space isn't there. So it's just about trying to make sure that the market space for that type of rapper has a platform and we invest time into it and we build it. And then in that way, you can start talking about a different type of black experience. And on top of that, it gives less pressure on the drill rappers and so on and so forth. Because a lot of people be saying, drills this and this, that and a third. And for me, it's just a voice of an individual going through a bag of things. That's just the way he's decided to put, you know, to express it. But when there's only one space giving you that, we have to make multiple spaces so there's not so much pressure on that one individual being who the place he is. If we can get 5 Nuxes over here, my man can do his thing and cut through, fam. He should be allowed to talk about what's happening with him. It's happening.
Yeah, straight, yeah.
It's happening.
That's big, man.
do you think that I was talking about this with my brother the other day, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think Filthy
Yeah.
minus Tigo
Yeah.
is more wavy than Filthy with Tigo?
I think it's 2 different experiences. I think the experience
one's better,
previously
Big Dog?
is good, and I think the experience afterwards is different. And I believe that you can have a preference. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, 'cause my
I
brother's
don't
got a
think
preference.
anyone's right. I don't think anyone's wrong. I just think people have particular ways that they prefer to take in content. And for a long period of time, because of my distance from it, because of the things that I had to do with my family, I wasn't really understanding the space enough in order for me to like really look at it. And now that I've had time and space to look at it and so on and so forth, the previous way was good. It was effective. And I think, you know, there was people that loved it. I just have a preference.
What's your preference?
My preference is no hierarchy. I don't like VIP. I don't like any of that stuff. I'm from the gutter. We're all from a gutter, so to speak. We're from a place where if we can't work together, we can't persevere forward. So therefore, everything I do has to have an element of that. And Filthy lost that when you have one person at the head of the table almost dictating what's going on. And on top of that, without going into too much detail, but like, or to make it too much about this, just hinting this, but do you know where I'm coming from? This is a show which I believe is aimed more at ethnic minorities. So it would just look nice if the head of the table is not one thing. It can be black, it can be white, it can be Hispanic. It should represent the whole of that demographic rather than just the one person. So I don't know if you've noticed, but we just changed the head of the table because I don't want just the head of the table to be one particular black experience. I don't want people to start thinking that just because if you're this type of black person, you can regulate stuff. No, if you're Steve-O, the little Cockney black guy, you can regulate stuff. If you're Lippy from the hood, you can regulate stuff. If you're Dan the family man or Steve, you can regulate. Anyone can do it. It's just how do you do it? And then making people that watch the show accept different styles. If you just give people one style the whole life and then tell them to change it later on, they're just kind of conditioned into that one style. Why don't we start conditioning into this to what it is? It's arts. Let people express themselves. Lippy's cold. I want you to see how cold Lippy is. Savage Dan is equally cold, but for different reasons. And if you don't give people that opportunity, then all you're doing is creating something where one man's the hierarchy and he says what God. Nah, bro. I don't want to be the head of no one's life. I want to create opportunities for people and they make the decisions what happens in their life. I don't want to make no decisions for no grown man. You're a grown man, bro. All I'm going to be here is to create an opportunity. And then you can build some notoriety, make some money. Get yourself a place in this world. You've already sat down at time at home and thought, I can't wait to get in that space. I'm going to do this, that, and that third. Well, if I see the talent, I'm going to try help you get in that space. And all the things you said you're going to go and do it. And I don't want nothing for it. I just want you to be a success. I like that formula a little bit more. I don't like this controlled, I regulate what happens. Nah, sir. God regulates.
So was T got a regulator before?
I felt like that to a certain extent, and maybe he had to be. Maybe for a period of time, that's what it needed to have. It needed to have someone that regulated it. Do you know where I'm coming from? I'm not against certain things. Like, I'm for anything that is for the progression of what we're doing. But I felt like at some point it's non-progressive. And you have to ask yourself, is the progression of the show more important? Is my ego more important? And then especially when some of the things you're doing are influenced by things that are happening off camera that shouldn't be happening, then it just makes a weird feel. Do you know where I'm coming from? So it's kind of difficult to know about the latter stages if it was the right way of doing it, because it was so heavily influenced by the mistakes that happen off camera. So I don't even know why it's happening now. But I just feel like the best thing is for people to be happy, people to express themselves, transparency, and for us to all know why we're moving forward. And I make it unapologetic when I say Filthy has to have presence in the 2026 World Cup. So if that's what we want, everything we do moving forward has to lead to that. And we have to win. We have to get player collaborations. We have to get out of the studio. We have to get better individuals to be in front of camera. We have to change the host. We have to give people responsibility, widen their ability, widen their skill set in front of camera. So any type of situation you place them in, they can adapt. Like, those are the things I'm thinking. I don't want to run no one's life, my bro. This is meant to be the school, like X-Men. A man come there, get the skills, go off and then do their thing. Wolverine film, Deadpool. Let me be involved. I'll get a little cameo. I don't want to be the person that tells you what to do, though. We're men.
But it's still your thing, though.
Come on.
After all of that.
Because guess what? When it's someone else's thing, they're taking a percentage of everything. They're running everything. They're not doing it dishonest. I'm telling you right now. You got to find it very difficult to find a man that will say, yo, let's help you build your brand. And then after the end of it, you take everything as well. It's very difficult to find a man that will take a brand with little notoriety, build it up, and trust me, go to a record label and see if they ain't trying to take something off you. Go to the man in the hood that's invested time and money into you and see if you can go away scot-free. You ain't got nowhere, dog.
You know what's so mad? I just had a mad fucking flashback. I was just sitting there listening to you and I was just going, right, you've in my mind I was saying, yeah, Poet set up a lot of brands. He set up a lot of big brands, big podcasts, big opportunities, big networks, created a lot of things, given a lot of people jobs and work, Then I remembered, oh yeah, fucking off. This little fucker came to my office back in the day, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, I forget, to see the journey is crazy, bro. That's graft, rude, man. Like, you have to give me his ratings because when he pulled up on me, he was just another youth on ends with ambitions. You see what I'm saying? So to have built all of these platforms, HC and Filthy and all these things you're involved in and done all the things you're doing when you was doing Arsenal and when you was doing everything else, like the work rate is crazy, bro. So no, you deserve all that's going on. So yeah, you have to take ownership and be proud, bro. You have to say it with chest, bro. That this is your thing.
Like you're saying there, that's a long time you've been in the game.
Oh, it's a long, bro.
Plugging away.
I forget that it's him. I literally forgot it was him. Cause I forgot it's him. It's like, as I was saying, I just remembered, oh shit, it was Poet. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, them times there, it was just a rucksack and a microphone and
100%.
And him and Pierre came to Chetman.
And them times I was doing, because I had something called so I was in love with the Lick when I was younger.
I remember the Lick.
I loved the Lick. I loved Trevor Nelson. I said, that's the brother. He's the man. But then I used to love watching BET Cyphers. I couldn't wait for the Cypher section. I remember one of my favourite Cyphers was Ace Hood, Fabulous, Jadakiss, and Joel Santana. I used to watch it religiously. And then I used to ask myself, what is a show that has the Trevor Nelson effect of someone speaking about current music, a little interview, then a cypher at the end, and maybe we throw in some new talent. So I made That's a Rap. So by the time I've met Pounds, my thing is, PS said to me, Poet, we're going to do something called the 12 Days of Christmas, and you're going to go around and give loads of people different presents. So it was like Pound Sterling, there was Skepta, there was loads of different artists. But in my mind, I'm like, I've got this show called That's a Rap, where we speak to someone that was like, good talent. And it started off with us talking to people like Pepstar, shout out Pepstar, doing No Stars Now, my guy. I remember at one point we're speaking to Nas. I'm thinking to myself, blood clot, how we get from Pepstar to Nas? Like, crazy. But then in the same breath, we've got undiscovered talent on the show doing a freestyle section. And I had Avelino when he was called Bobby Brown on had that. I had Rags Original on that from early. I had loads of people. So when I'm meeting Pound Sterling, in my mind, I'm like, yo, I got to show Pound Sterling what I can do. So when I reach out to him and say to him, yo, Pound, can we do the interview on the show? That will be able to benefit the young talent that we're bringing on that's like up and coming rappers and then maybe the up and coming singer and all of that. So when I met Pound, I was like, this is Pound Sterling, bro. Like, this is crazy,
Don't gas me,
bro.
I thought I was just any guy them time.
What?
I didn't know.
You had the Westwood with the Michael Jackson line that was insane all the time. Are you nuts? I'm a hustler. My man was playing that, bro. So when I've got a plan, you know, I'm thinking, Pound Sterling had the meanest face you've ever seen. Man didn't smirk. Man didn't really make eye contact. Afterwards, I said to Pierre, like, do you think it's safe for me to come back round here? I don't really think my man likes me, you know. But wasn't on it.
The man's first episode is where his masculinity got and he's cool.
And then the first time I see him, I'm thinking, yeah, man.
Big up Pierre, man. Pierre's my guy as well, man. Big up Pierre every time as well, man. Nah, man. I rate it, man.
Yeah.
And listen, like I said, bro, remember, no one didn't tell me to, you know. So when I looked at the landscape and looked at what was going on and doing this show and getting to understand more of like the mind state of the man them and men in general and what's going on, and then more understanding of Poet, because I didn't used to watch all of this. I was outside the social media world. I never used to watch nothing. Yeah. And then when I start watching, start get a better understanding and seeing like, oh, this is what Poet does and this is what he's going through and get to know the full story. It's me that paged him and said like, listen, I don't know if you feel some kind of way about what I said, but I rate you. And if you took, and he just told me, he's like, nah, you upset me still. Straight in, he's like, nah, man, you upset me still. I'm not gonna lie, you know.
I just can't.
I look at man and I respect it. I've got time for that, bro. I don't want you to lie to me, innit? No. Just tell me straight. This is how it is. Then we'll chop it up. And it took about 40 seconds before we were just back to normal conversation. It's just for him to say how he felt. He goes, nah, I looked at you. You're the OG and da da da. I said, yeah, cool, no problem. I understand. I get it,
bro.
But that's how men learn from conversation. I like.
And it's crazy that you say you felt that way about yourself because as a fan...
I still do that now. Yeah.
But the way I'm as a fan, because people have to understand, man's a fan of this thing. Man's watching Rewind forums.
Yeah.
And obviously I still live in a mad area like Tottenham, so I just got to go up to Saltram. I just got to go up to Tiverton or Broadwater Farm to see whoever I've got to see that's involved in music in some capacity. But I still have to understand my place. I'm not part of the foundation of the music. That's a whole different group of people that I admired watching. So when I'm seeing them and I have the opportunity to meet them, irrespective of how they may feel they're doing in their career, they're part of the foundation of something I love. Yeah. And without them, I'm not even inspired I don't have the inspiration. I don't know what the fuck I am without all of these individuals doing what they've done beforehand. I don't know what I am. So I have to pay homage because yesterday's is what allowed me to be the person I am today. I had a level of confidence that made me go, yo, there's all this music. Well, who's the Trevor Nelson of this day and age? Yeah. It's me. That's it. I'm going to talk to everybody. And that's what gave me the opportunity because they created the market space. It wasn't just grime, there was rap, and rap was cold, bro. So I'm like, yo, I want to be able to cover this and then bring new talent in. Do you know what I'm saying?
You did good, brother. Yeah. You've done more than what? You've done more than what still.
Yeah, come on, man.
But try to sing, man.
Listen, look what man's built.
That's what it is. What's going on with Specs?
I like, you know, Pound is so good at this job, man. Like, Jesus, fam, just ask questions.
But sometimes I don't even know what he's gonna say. You know what I mean? I'm just
Specs is doing incredible, man. He's got the No Rules show.
No, we can see that.
Yeah.
But what are we saying? He's not coming back to Filthy.
To be honest with you, I can just be real, man. The power's in him. The door's always open. Do you know what I'm saying?
Why did he leave?
I think the situation, he found out a bit of information before anybody else. So he has his own reasons and... Do you know, man, I have to respect that because, like, Craig Mitch was on Filthy Fellas once upon a time.
Yeah, he was here. He spoke about it here.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So, like, everyone has to leave at some point because the Filthy Fellas brand, it's a football, you know? No one's
Craig
bigger
said
than
he was
the
the co-founder with you still.
100%. Me and Craig sat down for about 4 or 5 weeks trying to figure out different YouTube channels we're going to put it on. That's my guy, bro.
He was bigging you up. No, bro, you ain't seen the episode, but he was bigging you up.
No, I know he was bigging me up. I'm saying, like, Craig is people don't know. People just think he's a contributor in that capacity.
No, he broke it down still.
Broke it down, bro. The emails that we sent and bro, we were just trying to find a way in. Do you know where I'm coming from? So Craig Mitch 100% co-founded that with me. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, but eventually, when he gets that England job,
he said that
he's gotta go, bro. Like we can't hold you back because it's like when Cristiano Ronaldo's at Sporting Lisbon and Man United say, "Yo, you gotta go, my brother." It's like when Rooney's at Everton and Man United say, "Gotta go." Jude Bellingham at Dortmund, Real Madrid go. You gotta go. I'm never against that. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, it's just the manner in which you do things.
Yeah.
Because if you stay paying respect to what happened to you yesterday, it gives you elevation moving forward. You take a look at it in music, and this is no disrespect to these people, but I take a look at someone like Skepta. Genius, bro. When he was doing the Skepta thing, boy better know still there, my guy.
Yeah.
So if certain singles or certain situations don't manifest, boy better know it's been growing as well. So it's not too much of a, if you fall from grace, it's not too much of a false, like. But you take a look at someone like that. I love Tinchy Strider, Rough Squad. When you're doing your trajectory, you should be promoting Rough Squad, because from a business aspect, that's building as well. And the market space might not be as big as Tinchy Strider, but if you take a look at the fall of grace from Tinchy Strider to Rough Squad, if it's elevating in the same space, in a different market space, you've got a good little landing. But if you've got nothing underneath, do you see that drop? Brother, you know that one, what's my brother from Get Out? When he's dropping like that. It feels like that when you've got no safe space to land. And that's why I say to people,
no safety net there.
brother, and I look at America and I go, raw, in America, Jim Jones is still doing depth set to this day. And Jadakiss and them and are still doing D Block to this day. If DMX shout RIP DMX, the realest fam, he'll still be doing Rough Riders to this day. So I'm not saying people don't elevate, but you see this game, that how you get in, that becomes like your family surname, my chargy. You don't just drop out your surname because you get a new missus or you bring that with you. And that's just the thinking I have, bro. Like, if I elevate, you think my brother Mitch can't come with me? You think my brother's... We're all going. Specs has got Miles on his show. Specs bigs me up on his show. So I can't ever... I'm just saying, those are the principles.
So what he was going to say with Specs' thing is that when that move comes in, you have to nick that move where you're going... Where you're going Real Madrid and you're going Arsenal's and you're going...
Take your move, but don't forget where you're from. And he hasn't. Like I said, Jordy's there, Miles is there. And that's
brought the bros. Now, that's very important. He brought the bros. Because I saw him and Miles... I saw a clip, they were speaking.
And Lethal. And Miles is a massive crime head. That is not forgetting your bros, bro. That's like, yo, I recognize he's that, so let me go and move that forward. I respect those things. I can't not respect Jordy. Jordy's one of the best rappers this country's seen. I love that boy. And sometimes, because he's not really in the notoriety game, Jordy's out here playing the rap game. That's why I be listening to it. And sometimes you need some help, because obviously your market pool within that space is a lot smaller than someone that's talking to a commercial demographic. They got a bigger market pool. When you're just rapping, Pound Sterling might like you, but a couple guys that will invest bare bread in you in terms of like 16-year-olds that don't understand what you're speaking about may not feel the same way. So linking up with a Specs who is able to digest what you're doing might make it a little bit easier. Specs ain't forgotten that, he's still over there, so I can never say he forgot about the bros. You know I'm coming from. He's elevating and he's just in another space. And like I said, the door's always open. When he wants to come back, man will never close. That's not for anyone that's been on Filthy. The door's open, bro.
You brought a lot of men have come through the doors of Filthy and moved on to bigger things. Still, you put a lot of guys on the map. That's where HP came from, Filthy as well.
Come on, my brother, man.
He did kind of, innit?
Yeah, man. HP. I remember when HP's talent was coming up, and I hope Rashid don't mind me saying this, and it's not a disrespect to Rashid or to anyone, but I remember I've seen HP do the Stairs video, and I've seen him do the thing on Link Up TV. I said, blood clot. The boy crazy and funny. How can we elevate this thing? That's all that's going through my mind.
You're doing all the stair
videos.
Right.
So then Watts got upset with me. I've hit him up one time and I've said to him, and I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, it's just the way I perceived it. And maybe if they perceived it the same way, they would have done that. But I'm asking Harry, I'm like, yo, it's hot right now for you. When you drop in the next series of this thing, for some strange reason, Rashid is saying in like 3-4 months' time. I'm saying, my brother, are you mad? I come from the world of football. Sometimes when that move is there and it's available, you have to make the move, because in 3 months you might break a leg and you can't make this move no more.
Man, get injured.
So right now, I'm not saying like you can't do the thing you're doing in July as well, but there's a demand from this right now. The consumer wants it. Let's change this guy's life. You got to make him film this series now. And to the credit of everyone saw and they all made it happen. And then Harry was able to push on from that, because I was like, when I bring you to Filthy, I want the energy of what you do here to go somewhere else that can benefit you, whether it be a Stairs video or I don't want it to all just benefit us. It needs to be a market share where it's going into other spaces that you can profit from. And he was able to do that, and obviously take a look at the success he is today. So that's the most important thing for me, because I do understand when you go most places, it's to the mercy of them.
Yeah, true.
How you keep yourself, because you've held Arsenal banned you at one stage.
Yeah.
BBC tried the thing at one stage.
Come on.
How you stop yourself from being like, because a lot of man, are
Yeah.
like, the world's against me. Let me just stay in my yard, draw the curtains, not do nothing. And what makes you just keep pushing and look, fuck them, I'm going to keep moving regardless.
Well, remember,
But those are big Arsenal that you love with your heart. That must have hurt. BBC,
Nah.
big corporation.
Didn't hurt.
No, you didn't hurt.
Nah, man.
Yeah, it's only Arsenal.
The more that you've got, the more that you go through it, do you know what hurts more? It hurts more when you see Pound Sterling cuss you on the pod.
Yeah.
Because these are the people man's grown up watching.
Yeah.
I don't care about these
But I
brands.
didn't cuss you, really. Let's get this right.
Come on.
Let's have it right. Let's have it right.
All right, you clothesline me. But either way,
Yeah. I just asked man a question.
A light lean.
Yeah, I said, why is man barling on the thing? Blood? Why is man barling for, blood? Or big internet, bro. Go barling private. A couple of the man are still going to say Paz was right. I just allowed you because...
Yeah, he tried to say it now, though. Yeah, he tried to say it.
Tried to throw me under the bus. Yeah,
so it's like,
yeah, good.
where was I now? You clothesline me again. I love it. Where was you
Tried to
again?
throw me out there saying Paz hurt me more than Arsenal,
That's it. Yeah, I don't really to me, it's like this, innit? Like, everyone places different restrictions, fam. Like, the business that they have to do to keep their lights on is not something I understand or comprehend, but I respect it. So if it means getting rid of me to keep your business on, go about your business. But I don't believe that people that make business for culture and people that make business for capital have the same market space. So if people that are making business for culture start pretending that it's for capital, I have a problem with that because I'm over here as well. And it's difficult over here. There ain't much money and it's not as profitable as this space, but there's longevity here. You can be like Nines in 10 years time sell out the O2 Arena. Like that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be here forever because we've got a small market space. You know what I'm saying? We've got like, what is it, like 1.3 million black people in England? So we've got a small market space if your core demographic is just them. So we can't fight against each other. But over there, if they say to me, Poet, you can't do this, no problems. Because you know what? They changed their rules. I was at the Arsenal game the other day. Filthy fellas on the Arsenal Instagram with BBC. They banned me. I was back in 7 months.
Feels good.
Like it, but you have to stay true to yourself because all they're trying to do is say, if you do that again, you can't come back in the building. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Do you know why that don't make sense to me? I've grown up in a time, but there were certain things when you were younger were illegal. And they're legal now.
Yeah.
That means that way of working changes too frequently for me to build a principle there. I'd rather build principles here.
Yeah.
Because I still have rice and peas and chicken on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I did one at the start. Nothing like that operates in capital. Capital is all about what's profitable now.
Yeah.
So I don't hold no feelings to them not liking me. They might change in 3 years.
Yeah. Straight.
I respect it. Principle, brother. You stood in your square still.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You have to have principles, man. You all have one in school.
No, you
man.
have to have principle, man. Let's say if you... No, let me move on. Let me not say that, actually. Can't get me... cancel. Cancel. I ain't going to say that. You know what? You have to like kind of...
Get episode.
Let me not say
Yeah.
that.
There's some things we can't do.
Yeah,
You don't understand now.
Yeah. You
I
can't.
can't. Trust me, I can't say all the things
It's
that
not
I want to
everything.
see.
It's not everything. It's not
Yeah.
everything.
It's not everything's for...
Not everything have to come.
What we saying on KSI complex? Poet knows what I'm
Wow,
talking
I saw that today.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not sure. You lot have to show me what I've gone.
I'll let Pound.
Basically, from what I can gather, the outline is that Complex wrote an article and said something along the lines of all the money and marketing they're putting into KSI, he's not appealing to whoever. He's not really who the people really want to hear. They better make sure they put the same money into TEF when TEF comes out. That's me
That's what
paraphrasing.
Complex was saying.
Yeah, more or less. Is that how you read?
More or less, yeah, it's kind of
So
like that.
if I've not said it right, correct where I've missed out, because I agree.
yeah.
I
Do you know
agree.
what it is? Shout out both markets, because one thing I will say is shout out Austin as well. Austin used to work
Yeah,
at
come on.
One Extra back in the day, and through
Yeah,
Zion and him,
of
they
course.
called me and I was doing Poets Corner, so I've always got love and respect for Austin.
Yeah.
Big up
They give me
Austin,
time.
man.
Yeah, Austin's big.
2010, my man was giving me time.
Listen,
But one thing I clocked on the
love.
timeline, and I have to keep it honest and real. You have to try. You have to like Kafu. He just kept bigging up this KSI song. So one day I tweeted him, I said to him, do you like it? He said, yeah. I said, all right, cool. Now, I love my mum. I don't have to tell you like every day I love my mum. But I just love my mum. So when I saw the consistency in Austin talking about the progression of this record, I tweeted him today. Let me make sure I don't paraphrase and I get it right. Because I had to say something because it was annoying me. And I don't like people trying to diminish the voice of the man them. We know what we're talking about, bro. We're not saying something from an ignorant space. Like, we know our market very well. So I said to Austin, after again another tweet, and I'm not being serious. Every single tweet was talking about the statistics of this record and how well it's doing.
Yeah.
But Talking the Hardest never went number one.
Yeah, that's a big tune.
So why do I care about stats? I'm not from that world. I'm not from the world. When I saw Hustler, I don't know what number it went in the charts. That doesn't stop me liking it or loving it. That's not where man's from. So don't tell me about your number one. Because who was number one? Bob the Builder and Teletubbies, and I'm not listening to that. So don't tell me about number one.
Yeah.
The principles of what has to be number one changes too much. But within culture, Beres Hammond's still the man.
Yeah.
Baby girl, let me phone you back.
Watch him now.
Oh my God,
Big
man.
sentences and it's luck off the phone. Yeah. Yeah, call you in a bit, darling.
Reply. You know the way there. She forgets to reply. She knows the pattern.
Shout out Future, man. That's my brother, man. But look, I just said to him, because he said, chart data has gone, KSI and Trippie Reds, Thick of It debuts at number one on the US Spotify Viral 100 chart. Austin goes, people give their opinions, the world keeps turning, 60 million streams and counting. Now, the only problem I have with it is people give their opinions. Them people you're speaking about are your people. If we don't like the record, stop diminishing our voice. It's valid. Because guess what? There's people that do like the record. So I said to him, yo, the opinions within culture are valid. Just as those who support this song. Both are right, and congrats on continued success. And I say that to say this. I'm tired, and I'm so tired of this. I'm tired of cosplay black people. I'm very tired of it, because the black experience is multiple experiences. Just because you don't fit in the one that's considered quote unquote cool,
100%.
it don't matter.
100%.
Do your thing.
100%.
Do your thing, fam.
Yeah.
Do your thing. So more empowerment of people of self. Stop trying to be something you're not.
Yeah.
And number two, as a people, entitlement has to stop today. I don't feel entitled. I was part of 6 people in a 2-bedroom house. So that means there's a queue for the bathroom. I feel like I'm in a dance. So I don't have entitlement to even get in my bathroom on time. So when I come out, and I'm not the only person from that type of surroundings, loads of my brethren were in difficult situations like that. So when I see people's attitude change because of finance and money, it makes me sick. Stop talking about who don't like your song. If you're number one in 25 million countries, do you think I care who don't like my shit?
Yeah.
Do you reckon I'm talking to people that don't like my shit if I'm number one? You're making success look shit. Why are you complaining about things if you're number one? People have opinions. They do. And they're valid. So stop saying things like that to diminish their opinion. Their opinion's valid. And do you know why I know it's valid? Because you keep talking about it. If you really don't think it's that important, just carry on with your day, Chargy. It's just because you see the people that are talking are from your community. Complex. I Show Speed's going mad. Aiden Ross don't like it. Those are influential people within a community, and you want to impress them. You just have to accept they don't like it.
Yeah. But do you
Nothing
feel
wrong
like
with
that?
that.
Because I didn't know about the complex thing, but I was chatting about the song, like, because even like the Mrs. Utes asked man about the tune. You get me? Like, everyone's asking man about the song, innit? Like, oh, you heard this tune? Like, all the youngers, like, my mum and her foster kids are asking me about the tune.
Amazing.
So the youths, but they're asking me, like, what do I think about the song? So I'm like, I've heard bits and pieces of it, but it's not my kind of thing, innit? Like, I don't, do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like people, they've used, like, if people, the natural feedback was that the song weren't great, I feel like they've used the song not being great as a way to market the song.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway.
I think that's the market.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I think
my
that
son said it to me.
everyone saying they dislike it is sending people to go and listen to it. Because if you've not listened to it, because to be fair, I've not really heard a lot of KSI music, but then it's like, if you've not liked the tune and everyone's saying Aiden Ross don't like it and so-and-so don't, I Show Speed don't like it, and all these people, it makes you think, what is it they don't like? Because I didn't even know my man dropped. And then you go and listen to it, all them things
said the same thing.
Is a stream. All them things add, like, it counts as a stream, it counts as a listen, it counts as...
But this is the problem here.
And is that the marketing tool that they're going with?
You don't go with that marketing tool. It doesn't make sense. Everything is about market space, not numbers. Numbers are numbers. If you don't tell me what that person looks like behind the number, you're not making no money.
Do you think
that's not my opinion.
But do you think KSI is in a, like, the way that they've come up in the game, and like me personally, I know he's always done music and he's like he must have a love for it to keep doing it. But do you feel like their thing is always like marketing gains, like
It's
corporate,
this, man.
like more than a man that's willing to just go out there and do a show in front of 50 people and not like. You feel like it's more
Them man
corporate?
are numbers, man.
Then this is what I'm trying to say. Like, is it all?
And what you're saying
like, man
about-
can do that tune and then look back at it and say, "Oh wait, but anyway, that song made me 3, 4, 5 million pounds."
Them
But
man are
then to
numbers.
You
me,
get me? Is that-
why should you have to just, sorry to cut you, Pound, because you're into, but why should you have to justify it with finance if it makes you happy? That means
Yeah.
it doesn't make, there's something that's not being fulfilled. And let's take a look at the product. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I know it's going to come across because I'm drinking this grenade and rum and I'm flowing. I get it. But my shirt's nice. My glasses are nice. Just let me flex in it. I'm just saying. KSI has come here with Trippy Red, a bandana and a little vibe. So he's trying to talk to a particular demographic that when they hear the sonical experience, it's not something they grew up with. I grew up with Beres Hammond. I asked my brethren what you grew up with. He said Fela Kuti. So if you're trying to talk to this demographic of people, we're not going to resonate with that. It sounds like a Walt Disney song. So if your market space now is Colchester, and your market space is Stevenage, and your market space is Hartlepool, and Manchester, and Liverpool, and you shouldn't look down on that. Because if you value that, if you don't value that, don't make that song. Don't make that song. Try and force us to like it. We don't like it, and then tell me, but it made me this much money. To me, in my mind, you sound like a idiot. You have to accept. Like I said, you have to accept. No matter how much you dress this up like it's for me, Pound Sterling, and us lot, we've recognized from the sonical experience it's not for us. You have to accept that. So stop trying to force it on people. When Complex say what they say, it's because of the way it looks. It looks like it's meant to be for us. But as soon as the song starts, it could have been, bro, it could have been Simon from fucking, what's it called, Sidemen. It could have been any other YouTuber. And the truth of the matter is, you give that song, no disrespect, to one of the English white YouTubers, we don't even have a conversation about whether we like it or not. We don't, because we already clocked that when we hear them original Sonics, that's not for man. They have to accept that. So if you have success and you have number ones, brother, rate your thing. But guess what? Kendrick, not like us. And you be comfortable with that. Just be comfortable with that. Stop trying to tell me, all of these people went and looked at it. That means a load of people went and looked at something they didn't like. That happens all across the net. If someone got shot tomorrow and it was all there, all of us would go and look at it and it would have 20 million views. It doesn't mean that person who's uploaded that video of that person getting shot, doesn't mean when they open their next video, something's going to happen. That just has a level of notoriety and so on and so forth because everyone's speaking about it. That doesn't guarantee success for your next song. But quality does. Quality always shines through. That's why this podcast is where it is. Quality always shines through.
100%.
No disrespect. Sorry, that's my rant done, man. But sorry.
No, you have to express yourself. Is KSI catering for that audience that you're talking for us? Is that his thing? I don't think that's.
I think it is.
I don't
I don't think he's catering for us.
He's not catering for us. He's catering for that
Yeah,
audience.
no,
Yeah,
but
I don't
if
think-
Shout him out.
I think.
If I'm honest, I
But
just
he's
think,
dressing it
I
up
just
like
think
it's
he's a
what?
genius. I just think he's a genius in the way
I
that
think-
he's gone about his business throughout everything. So for me, when I listen to him doing music, not that I don't take it serious, but I just feel like it's just another string to the bow of what he's doing to build his empire where he's going.
The way I
don't
look at it
necessarily
is the
feel
same.
like it's.
The way I look.
You get what I mean, kind of thing.
I'll tell you the
what
truth.
I'm
I'll tell you the
saying?
truth.
Bro,
This is what I walked in the other day. My big son. My big son's 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less big drives, does what he's doing. But I come in, he's sitting there, he's watching, I don't know if they got a new TV show or something. Sidemen might have some new show, but he's watching something on the TV that was Sidemen, some kind of documentary.
They
I don't
do
know
their
what they've
thing,
got.
bro.
They stay active. So he was watching that. And I looked and I thought, wow. Because in my head I said it to him, I said, rah, you're still watching my man. Because I remember when he was 4 or 5 years old, that was his gamer. He would watch KSI gaming.
That's
so he's
incredible.
got, you see what I'm saying? So that's been his guy from then. Like he's been following KSI from then. I can't knock him as well. Let me add that as well. My youngest is 12. For his 11th birthday, asked KSI, can I get a video message from my son? He sent it.
KSI is crazy.
One
though.
time,
He's
he's
done
a
his
good
night.
guy. He's a good guy. He sent the video personal with the Sidemen in it with him as well in the video,
Cold.
bigging up my son. Oh, you was telling my son it's AI because he's calling my son's name and saying that can't be real.
Yeah.
Bigging
That's
him up.
cold.
But anyway, back to what I'm saying. So my son's watching him, and I said to him, he ain't let you down, has he? And when I said that to him, what I meant is I remembered him, my big son that's tall like you, poet. I remember him watching KSI as a gamer when he's like 6, 7, KSI. I mean, who's his brother? He's like, it's KSI, da. And he stayed with me, watches his boxing matches because he's still got that bit of, you know how it goes. So when I say he hasn't let you down, I mean in the sense of, yeah, his taste might not be for us. Some things that he does. He's got a couple tunes that are alright still, can't lie. That I can listen and be like, yeah, but he ain't done no mad fuckery. He ain't done nothing out of the blue. He's stuck to who he is as an individual. And like we said, there's a space for all of us as individuals, alright? So I give him his respect and ratings for that, and the Sidemen and what they do. And I rate,
100%.
you see what I'm saying? And I know you do as well. The tune, I did think, is it the marketing as well? Because my son came in and said it. He said, it must be marketing. Because the way he goes, KSI can't really be as vexed as he's pretending that he's vexed.
Yeah.
Like, it must be some marketing. So if their thing is this, just purely number generated, you can be more onto Austin, because Austin is more of the ilk.
Yeah.
So he knows what it is. But for KSI and them, I think they're dealing with Australia, Czechoslovakia, Brazil.
I don't wrong KSI, you know.
So
I'm
I know you don't wrong him.
Do it, man, but you have to accept. No one is. Doesn't matter how much.
I think
money
he
you
does
have.
though. I think he's pretending.
I
I don't
hope
think
so.
KSI's
I
really
think
vexed.
he's
I don't think KSI's vexed.
I don't think
he's
personally
vexed.
don't think it's like.
I think he's pretending, blood.
I think they.
When my
know,
son said it to me,
I think they know to market it. And remember,
when he first made it, he didn't expect it to get
his best friend's a wrestler, you know. Logan Paul, who he started prime with, one of his closest business partners, a wrestler.
Yeah,
them man know how to.
They know how to market, but
They
I
know how
don't
to
know.
market,
But when
bro.
they
We're talking about two separate things, though.
Yeah, that's what. Go on.
Listen, bro. Man can't tell me. Nobody. I'm sorry.
When he went
None of
studio,
you lot
he
can
didn't
tell
want to
me.
make a shit tune.
No one can tell me that
didn't
getting that level of abuse on a consistent basis online is enjoyable, because I've been there. And I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody tells me.
course.
It's not enjoyable.
Of course,
So when
but-
you dedicate time, energy
go
into
studio.
something, and all that you can say at the end of it is it made money, my guy, you've not created anything you haven't got. You have money.
Has
Go to
KSI
write-
said that?
What's that?
Has KSI said
No, he
that?
hasn't said
I
that.
know.
That's my point.
No, but what I'm saying,
Because he's personally probably hurting a little piece.
but then
But
what needs to
but
happen?
the suits. you know
Austin, if
suits.
Austin's part of the team, just stay quiet. All this talking
Yeah,
from their
but then I
side
even said
leads me to believe someone's talking on your behalf. Like, if I was genuinely happy with what I achieved, no disrespect, do you think I care what anyone has to say to me?
100%.
If you've seen what I do,
Yeah,
you will know
Come on.
I genuine. But if I respond, it means somebody within the parameter of the market space that I talk to is disappointed. So now I feel obligated to talk. But if the market space has got nothing to do with me, it's not that I don't care about them, but Shirley from Darlington, I didn't make content today to say I need to talk to you. So if I don't talk to you, it's part of my plan anyway. But if you do come, amazing. Whereas some people, they think about this, but they still want to be cool. And I'm saying to you, some of the richest people I know are not cool. That's just the way it is.
That's facts. That's facts.
And there's nothing wrong
Bro,
with
there's
that.
very rich people that ain't cool.
So then why can't you just accept that you're not cool and just be cool with that? If
'Cause some of
Complex
them
don't
force
like
it.
you,
Some of them force it, brother.
you just this.
Couple man, bread don't make you. Listen.
It don't make you listen. I may think I'm cool as whatever I want. There's certain rooms I walk into, I'm not cool, big man, and I accept it. I get my little juice. I stand in the corner. I go on the phone. I might look a little YouTube. I know my place, and I'm just saying, some people, when they get finance and big numbers, they believe that equates to coolness. It don't. To the people you're speaking to, you're cool.
Yeah.
Complex don't think you're cool, big man.
Cool is 100%.
100,
Not
yeah.
everyone-
And it's relative cool, you know.
Yeah, 100. Not everyone's got it like that, bro.
It's
But then
relative.
I feel like, but even with Complex are like their culture, innit? Like they speak on real music and they speak on talent, and they, you know what I mean?
So
They're the voice of the people, really, in a sense.
One of the voices.
One of the voices.
One of the voices.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say the main.
And it's for a
but they're one of the
particular
voices.
target demographic. That's why I keep saying to you, if you don't know what the person looks like behind your number,
Facts.
this is bad, bro. This is bad business. That means you've aligned your business with somebody that said to you, do it like this, because they know what that person looks like. So now, if you consistently stay with that person and you keep doing business with that person, you're that person's bitch. Because they know how to get you the numbers, because you've designed your business to accommodate their way of thinking. I'm saying create your own way of thinking. Create your own market space with your own personality. You know what these niggas eat for breakfast, lunch. You know where they like to go rave. That's what you want to have within your market space. If you don't know that information, how are you even making products for them? How are you even making merch for them? You won't even know what it's meant to look like. So I'm just saying, come on, people,
Hey,
man.
To get you in one of them boardrooms there, man.
They don't want me in that boardroom. The last boardroom I went to, I told man, if you're not bringing out the Bible, it's long. Ask man them. I told them you're chatting rubbish. You're giving me principles of business when most principles are probably built off some religious practice anyway. So this doesn't feel honest. Let's get the Bible in there and say it again. We didn't work together. Like, this is the way it is, my guys.
Don't lose track of the Bible, bro.
Yeah.
God, don't lose track of the Bible. The Bible is
Trust me,
important.
God,
Come on.
this is, I've got in everything, bro.
What we saying about Gasworks ever coming back? Not Gasworks. Boiler Room. What was it called? You and
Gasworks, man. Me and Alhan. Of
Gasworks.
course.
Yeah, Gasworks, yeah.
That has that old space to come back. I'm not against any of these things. If it doesn't come back, it's just because it's just not right. Do you know what I'm saying? I was saying the other day to someone, when we first started Gasworks, it was about the people. It was about the people.
Yeah, don't feel like it's about the people the same no more, bro. I'll be honest.
So then I have to walk
Now
away.
we've got to talk about you lot, like how you just spoke about them, man, there. Gasworks didn't start feeling the same no more.
But I know that.
Started
That's why I had
to
to
feel
Craig David and walk away. When I make content, I've got my cut. I make content for my bridges. I'll be honest with you.
I rate it. I rate that.
I want my bridges to rate it. You can call me pathetic. That's my thing. That's how I used to like making it. My bridges like it. Then all of a sudden it became successful. I'm not interested in people outside my market space liking it more than people within my market space just because they give me more money.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
They might disappear in 4 or 5 years' time. How do I guarantee you're going to be here? I look at cultures that have things that resonate every single week. Like I said, rice and peas and chicken every Sunday. That means this group of people are people that are loyal.
Yeah,
they're even loyal to food. Like food's a person.
Yeah.
Like, food is not a person. Are you loyal to this dish? As if to say that someone's going to come out and say how you're not eating that dish. So you see that type of market group, I'd rather send my thing there.
Yeah.
I'm not from money anyway, so it's not like I have to keep attain some 15 grand a month bills. No, it's like I can actually build my business calmly and live to my, you know what I'm saying, within my means. But some people see the flashing lights and get well excited and well gassed, and I'm like, when I charge you? I wouldn't recommend it. Not from the things that I've watched and the practices that I've seen. I just wouldn't recommend
I rate
it,
it.
my guy.
You had
And Gasworks, what happened with Gasworks? I went from having Frisco, even AC, one of the best episodes.
Yeah.
Even, you know, shout out AC, transformed his life. I respect things like that. We had Harry P on there. You see them things still getting shared today. We had Specs, them things getting shared. Then no disrespect to this girl. I don't want to disrespect her. But it doesn't fall in line with my thing. We had the girl from OnlyFans on there.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking to myself,
Who's arranging the guest though?
it was me and Alhan at the start. And remember, the concept of the show, and I don't mind if people feel funny about what I'm about to say. I love truth. We can swim in that. I came up with the concept. He came up with the name. He's at Boiler Room, we've got a space.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I told him the type of guest that we need to speak to. We need to speak to people that have an alternative voice in the culture because they've got no space. That means if we create the space of it, brother, you can have anyone there and get bare views. You show me where else anyone can get AC to get 1 million views. You're not getting that. Let's be honest, fam. Most people have a show and they rely on the guest to make it sick. I'm trying to make communities so the 2 people on the show, if no guest comes, it's still sick.
Like me and Doug.
Yeah.
This is sick. Doesn't matter who turns up.
Yeah.
Everyone else is an accessory to your plan. The moment I felt Gasworks was an accessory to someone else's plan, Craig David, man, I have to walk away, dog. I can't deal with that. It don't make no sense.
But that just shows how much like man's morals and that man stands on.
You have to
he
stand
believes
on morals, brother.
and walk away from shit. And because some people, due to they might see things happening, and feel like, boy, I want to walk away, but it don't stand for what I believe in. But they stick around anyway.
And it's not forever. At the end of the day, nothing's forever. Like nothing's forever. But who knows? Things have the capacity to change. That's why I don't rule it out. Because Alhan's my brother. I love him.
Yeah.
I just feel like he came in the game mad young, 16, 17 years old. Do you know where I'm coming from? People, he's going to have like big notoriety. He's younger. He does his thing. I love him. But at the end of the day, I keep saying it. Like, I don't know anything else, you know, my bro. I don't really know. Listen, I don't know road like that.
Yeah.
I don't know it. So I would listen to someone when it comes to road. I don't know how it is to be a teacher. I don't know nothing about computers or cameras. You see this thing here? I know this thing. So I don't think there's a respect sometimes when I speak to people and I'm saying, yo, there's no respect. It's like, I'm popular now. No problem. I'm ducking out.
Yeah.
You think I care about being popular?
Yeah.
I have picnic to look after. I got my mum to look after. I got my sister to look after. What do you mean popular? I know popular broke people. I don't want to be that. So I'm just not into those games. I don't play those games. I play the game of longevity, my guy. And some people are afraid of that. They're so attached to this moment. They've probably told their brethren so much things. When I get there, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. And they get there, they're so attached to it. They're just so gassed by it all. They don't even know how to respond. And I'm like, my brother, in life, stay at 50%, my bro. Don't get too excited consistently. Don't get too depressed consistently. You can't see things properly. Just stay in that middle ground. And especially when it comes to business, make decisions objectively. Don't think about how you feel.
Yeah.
It's bollocks. Feelings are bollocks. They disappear tomorrow. Think about what's right. What's the best for the product.
Yeah.
And once you start thinking like that, elevation comes, man.
That's why you're my guy. See, I ain't got to say too much today.
And you made a strong point.
You're
made some
talking, bro.
strong
That's why I ain't got to say too much.
Yeah, brother. And even the fact that you said about, you know, like when you talk, you know, when you go and seek advice from people that are professionals, or you sit down with someone, like, and you made the point of that, the fact that you know this game, innit?
I don't know much other things.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I don't want to tell you what to do. Like, Doug, if you came on Filthy, I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
I can just tell you where you can't go.
Yeah.
That's how I live. As Jamaicans, I'm telling you, my dad wasn't really concerned on telling me what to do. He just made me know these are the things you can't do. Within that, now go and express yourself. And that's just how I like to operate. These are the things you can't do. Everything else, go find out. Go find out for yourself.
Yeah. Shit.
Man, I'm afraid, man.
I'm afraid. All right, let's move on. We've got to talk something current. It's going on right now. Obviously, yesterday, the police officer got found not guilty for the Chris Cabba situation.
Yeah.
So he walks free, goes on with his life. Now today they've started releasing all the bits and pieces. What you made of that? Have you seen?
I haven't seen a lot of it. I've seen bits of it, but it's sad though, man.
Sad.
It's sad. They even started releasing the parts of him doing certain things in a certain dance and...
Yeah. And releasing the footage, which it's not really a criminal case. I don't know why they're doing it, but I feel like it's just to paint the picture because...
You know, yeah.
I feel like out of all the police brutality killings or whatever, this one maybe is one, obviously the latest, but it's the most high profile one in the sense that really the closest we could have got to a conviction, if you get what I mean. Because remember, when they came on the show, they told us no police officer has ever been convicted of murder in the UK.
Serious?
Yeah, brother, I was shocked.
Still haven't.
And they still haven't. So, and this is the thing, and I feel like by releasing these footages to justify, to say, well, you know what, yeah, like, you know, even though they got found not guilty, but you know, this is the type of person that doesn't justify you pulling up on man and shooting man straight in the head. Do you get what I'm saying? No matter what man's doing, if it's a criminal and you're a police officer and you're trained in the art of apprehending criminals, apprehend them in the right way then. Do you get what I'm saying? That's my thing. So what you're releasing today...
That's scary, you know?
Yeah.
The fact that they're trying to find justification for taking someone's life.
Yeah.
That is a scary world to live in, bro. We don't live in America.
Nah.
We're in England.
But in their world, it's numbers. Like, you see, when it comes to dealing with us, it's IC3s. It's these numbers.
Yeah.
We're letters and numbers. We're not human beings. And the fact that they, you know, like to them, like they felt that it was justified in whatever action it was to do what they did, it's murder. It's not just because you're a police officer and you have a badge doesn't make it legitimate that you can do what you're doing. And now bringing out all of this, and I started to see it, and I watched something just before we started the show, and I just think, like, it's just mad to me that, you know, this is where we're at with it in 2024. Do you get what I'm saying? Where
it don't surprise me though, man. It will never surprise me, man. Look where we're there, man.
Yeah.
Look where they're there. You tell the truth, you get no views. You chat fuckery, you go far. So
You know
that's the metrics. It don't surprise me. Do you know where I'm coming from? And yeah, man, it's sad as a community that I feel sorry for. In these situations, I feel sorry for the mum,
100,
yeah,
and the family and all of them, because it's almost like that was the one little light in the end of the tunnel. Maybe they get a little bit of justice and it changes the perception and it changes the views for black people moving forward. Man can't even win there.
Nah,
man was never gonna win there.
No,
it's true. Pounds right.
We was never gonna win there. The only reason they even made it go to court and court to trial is probably benefited some political agenda. Some politician wanted to, right now, we need this to work, so we're going to look like we're taking a hard stance on it. But it was never going to go. There's never been a police officer convicted of shooting a black man. They've had their media run ready for when it's over, which is what they're running out now. They've got they're going to run all of the, they're going to make the narrative.
And that ain't for us. That's for the masses.
That's for the
They're the people that watch the news that will be like, oh, so he was a criminal then. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's for them, man. There, that ain't for us.
That's
you get what I mean? So then,
And look at that as a market space, because that's what it is. It's content.
yeah.
So you got what you're clocking is you're clocking how a market space will respond to that information.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But in our market space, we wouldn't respond like that.
No.
But
That's
they,
why-
they know what they're
they
doing
do.
with the release of with that footage.
They do, because in the real world, in the normal everyday world, when they look at that footage, that is a madness to them. Like when you look at the club scene, everything, they can't fathom that. Like that's like, rah, fucking hell. Like, do you get what I mean? Because it's so far fetched. They're the type of people that scrape a man's car, leave a note on a man's windscreen. Do you get what I mean? Like, or may not. But in their world,
what's the footage? I didn't see that.
I've seen. Oh, so in the footage, like basically what they've released, right, to justify is basically. Well, they said it's days before is that Chris Carver got into a shooting at a club, and they've shown him coming in. They've shown it all. They've shown him coming into the club with the machine and that, with his bag and whatever, and they showed it going off in the club where the brothers come to move to him, and he's let it off on the brother, and then they're scattering, and then they're showing a clip of him chasing man down the street, letting it off. Do you get? And they're showing all that. Normally, you don't even see all of that. Normally, you might just see little, but they're showing it, and the footage has been leaked. It's there. Shade Bar, I'm Just Babe, everyone's posting it up, so it's all out there, plus the news is showing it. It's there. Do you get what I'm saying? So basically, they're basically painting this picture that, yeah, like everyone's in uproar and whatever, but this is the guy that we was dealing with. Like, do you get what I'm saying? This is the man. He just a few days before he shot someone in the club, and he's done this, and he was not the good guy everyone's making him out to be. But in my eyes, two wrongs don't make a right. Do you get what I'm saying? Just because this is the life he was living, all right, that means you're dealing with a criminal, but you are trained professionals. Like, if it was man them on the street and you come up against someone that you know is whatever, and you have to defend yourself in a certain way, then you defend. But you are trained in the art of apprehending criminals. That's my thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you should know how to apprehend a criminal.
Let me say this. Yeah. Let me say this. I'm going to be very honest. Let me say this. Man, if you're trying to expecting to hold the police to a high standard, like they're gonna protect us and they're gonna do this, then you're deluded.
Oh no, yeah.
Not talking you, I mean in general. You're deluded. You can't expect more from them. They're a institutionally racist bunch. They might be trying to repair that now, but it's been proven time and again. From Stephen Lawrence go down, it's been proven it's a racist institution. Yes, they're trying to repair it. Plus, on top of that, it's individuals. Policemen is some individual with their own prejudices. They're not machines. Own prejudices, own arguments with wife, own personal vendettas with black people, personal vendettas with Albanian people, whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? All that's going on. So I'm not surprised that they got off, and I'm not surprised that one of them can do something so reckless, so cold-hearted or reckless to kill a man rather than take another course of action. What I will say on the flip side of it, because I've got to be realistic in things, is like, I feel for the families first things first. I feel for the mums. It's the women. I feel for the women involved. Yeah. The mums, the cousins, the aunties, and I'm going to step it away from Chris Cabba's situation. I'm going to say in general for certain man them. Mums, aunties, cousins, goddaughters, god sisters, god aunties, the women and the children, because they don't know that man them are living jungle rules when they go outside. Let's be real. Man them are living jungle rules. So the man them that are with you living jungle rules, they won't be they're not going to be protesting. They're not going to be outside protesting and waving banners. They're going to be more the ones saying, boy, you know, live a certain way, man them. It's a totally different conversation. Yeah. But the mums and aunties don't see this. You come back into the house, you kiss auntie on the cheek, auntie, You see what I'm saying? So all they know is they're good, sweet boy. Yeah. And let me try and separate from that situation. I'm just saying, like, we didn't get raised certain ways. We got taken to church, yeah? Pretty much all around the room. We got taken to church. We didn't get raised a certain ways. We came in our house. We were told have manners, have respect, all of the above. We went out. Our parents had to go work to try and make money for us. And those moments, we're outside, we're mingling with friends. We get drawn into whatever's going on in the outside world. And that's going to have an effect on us. Whatever's going on at the road could have an effect on us. However these environments affect us and raise us is going to have an effect on us. But we're still coming in and we're kissing our aunties on the cheek, saying prayers, hello mum, and all the above. So all they know is this of us. So yes, we are their sweet children. Yes, we are this, that, the other. But I would say if the man them are on certain things, separate yourself from your family completely. Go do it. Go separate yourself from your family, bro. And I mean that in the maddest way, so the family know, like, he's. Where is
a mad thing.
Yeah, he's on a mad thing. Separate yourself because you're not caring. Because, bro, you're not really thinking about your family when you're doing these things. You're not thinking about your mum and your auntie and these. Because they told you go church, they told you stay in the house, they told you go work. So you're not thinking about them. They're the ones that are left carrying a burden and feeling a certain kind of way. You're not really thinking about them. When I was into certain things, I wouldn't go near my family, bro. As a God, I didn't go to my family's house. I wouldn't go. I didn't go to see my mum, and I love my mum. I wouldn't go see my mum. I could be in the worst of things. I just won't go and see them because I'm totally separating myself from everything. I don't go christenings. I don't go family gatherings. I don't go birthday. I don't go this. When Nikos, who's in the room now, came to me one time and said, look at all this bread you're making. Like, he'll come and check me, in a room like this, but I'm with the man and my lot. Bread's everywhere. That bucket's full of bread. Bread's on the side. Everywhere's bread. Wait, bring me and involve me in whatever's going on there. Nothing illegal. I said to Nikos, just being clear, nothing illegal. Nothing illegal.
CDs.
Man, them was car washing, all of that stuff. Nothing illegal. I said to Nikos, it's my cousin, innit? I said, no. No, but you've got all of these man with you. Everyone's making money, this, that. I said, no, I don't even think did I give you an explanation or did I just say no? No, just no. I just said no. We didn't speak for 4 years. Because the reason I told him when I took him on holiday afterwards and we spoke is, bro, because I'm living treacherous. Every day I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to live. My first video, I said, I don't know if I'm going to live to see 30. Go and watch it. Like, I didn't know if I was going to live. Why am I going to bring my auntie's child into this with me for? I'm living in hell. I'm living in hell. These are my dogs. They can go through it now. Shout out my guy that rang me today. He's back in jail. You understand? Like, I'm living a hellish life, but I've chosen to go and walk this life. So while I've chosen to go and walk this life, I don't want you involved. Because if anything goes wrong with you, I don't want to tell my auntie, it's because of me, I brought him with me to do this. I walk this walk alone. I know what I'm doing. I'm aware. So I'm not going to see my mum. I'm not going to see no one. Because what have they done to deserve this? I've made a choice because I left home at 16. This is how I have to live. Man, they make the choices when they go out the front door and the dogs know. You know. The man them know. You see what I'm saying?
Of what you're saying.
You see what I'm trying to say? But it's RIPs all the way and there's no justification in my mind for them, by the books, by the laws, there's no way they're meant to kill that young man. They're not supposed to shoot that young man dead. Yeah? They know they're not supposed to shoot that young man dead. But I don't hold them to no high standard like that. I don't hold them to that. I'm not surprised. They've been killing us in custody. You understand? They've been killing us in other ways. Like, it's not the first and it's not the last of one of us that they've killed. So I don't hold them to these standards. All I can say when I'm talking as an older man is just, I would tell my son, stop for them if they say stop, because they want to kill you anyway. You see what I'm trying to say to you? They want to kill you anyway. So if they say stop, stop. If they say put your hands up. I've had them pull me up. The full machine gun SO9, I've had them pull me up, bro. Waiting for me at the top of the road. I've come out in the road, bare machine guns there, roads blocked, all angles. I've had that. I go out with my hands in the air. If I zig instead of zag, it could be me that gets shot. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a fear of, there's an inherent fear of us. You understand? And of what we're capable of. Worse if they've got certain things in their mind, or they hear you might have done this the day before, they've done that the day before. So I don't expect more of them. All I just hope is that we try to be safe, but we've got to be aware, we've got to be honest. We've got to look at our children and say, you know what, if you lot are going to go down this way, you got to know what you're doing. Think of auntie and think of this. You might have to separate yourself from us.
100%.
You see what I'm trying to say? I might be sounding mad. I'm never speaking against my people, you know. If I'm sounding mad, you can tell me I'm sounding mad. But it's just how I feel, bro. I feel like if you're going that route, you got to separate yourself. Because no one's thinking of the women. No one's thinking they're the ones that are out in the cold protesting more than anyone. You see what I'm saying? They're the ones boiling the most tears. Mummy. But mummy just told us go church, bro. Auntie just told us go church. Dad just told us go work. But we was outside. Chasing the buck.
It's the thing. So I done youth work for like 11 years, yeah. And this is what I would say about that situation there. Like, bro, in the 1950s and 1960s, the first generation of black people to come over here are coming over here to survive, not to live. And there's a bag of people living. And the difference between surviving and living is so different. I know certain men in privileged positions that are surviving. And they've got money, they've got everything, and they're still surviving. So what I mean by that is this, it's a mentality thing, innit? And when you've got not much, your options on making money are quite limited, I don't begrudge that man for making a mistake. I begrudge the man that has more knowledge and more options purely because they're in a position of privilege. And if I'm a Jamaican youth in England,
Facts.
that means Sam has more privilege than me.
Facts.
Straight away.
It's where we're
He has
placed.
more.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at that as a deciding factor, because what people in England love to do is forget history because their history is so fuckery. But I'm not gonna, because my history is not fuckery. So I'm gonna let you know the history. We're on the second generation of people raising their pickney right now, which have been influenced by the first generation who told them how to survive. And not much of us are living. Only a few of us are living, but a lot of people are still surviving. So that situation and that mentality is definitely something that is quite available. But let me show you who the mentality of survival shouldn't be available to. For me personally, it shouldn't be available to somebody that's working within the community. And a police officer is working within the community. So if you've taken it upon yourself now to go down to the scene of the crime and operate on survival when the minority is him, not just terms of black and white, but in terms of manpower, you probably have more of you than you do of him. So how does he die? In my mind, it doesn't make any sense. You don't know him. You have no emotional attachment to him. This is you at work. And this is an individual that has potentially committed a crime. So how does he die? I don't give a fuck what he done 2 days before. You lot didn't know that. I don't give a fuck what type of character he is. That information is irrelevant. I'm isolating a situation because the situation in the club is something I can probably put to a dominoes effect. Loads of situations that I probably have more knowledge of. Mr. Police Officer, you was phoned and you was told to go and do a job. It's not part of a series of events that involve him. It's a part of a series of events that involve you. And you haven't killed more than one person, I imagine. So then what was so unique about this situation where this youth had to die? I'm not playing that game, my guy. You man can't put a value on life, bro. There is no value in life because once the man's dead, I never hear his story, which means that's not fair. I don't care what he did 2 days ago. I don't care what he done a week ago, bro. We can get to that as of when. If it was such an issue, you should have told the world when it happened. You didn't. You've chosen to tell the world at this point. And I understand where you're coming from.
They're supposed to be held to a higher standard, but they won't.
But you know what?
I
understand that, but this is where wankers like me come. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I'll always remind you of what you need to do. So I'm the nigga that's in the hood and then my brethren are saying, oh, you know he's never going to be anything more. I don't give a shit. We have to make him see that he has to do more. And we've exhausted our resources and we then go, forget my man, then cool. And that's how I feel about this government. That's how I feel about this. When I make my content, everything is to go against the very system that's put in place to go against us. So I don't conform. And I don't think any of us should conform to the thinking of what it is when what it is so wrong. I'm sorry, bun these guys, bro. I don't like the police for what they do when they do things like that. I don't like the fact that my man didn't go down for being guilty because I'm so tired of black youths getting killed by police and that man goes home and has sex with his missus, fam. Keeps it moving, fam. And then there's just a whole heap of people in the council that sit somewhere crying.
And the force is only just getting worse. That's the problem that we're having as well. Because like we've done community work in Croydon with Anthony King and that. And where we've done some, like we've never really spoken about it, but we've spoken about it, but we've not really brought it to the platform. So doing community work in Croydon and that that involves like the Met and stuff like this, and it's like when you speak to the gang units and all of this, and we go in as like community leaders to have these sit downs about knife crime, and brother, they're just, when you look at it, they're all disgruntled, they're all unhappy, they're all on low pay. The Met said that they struggled to employ 11 people in 2023 in terms of new recruits joining the Met. 11 people. Do you get what I'm saying? So that just shows you that that no one wants to be a Fed. And the Feds that are Feds don't want to be Feds. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can imagine them man are turning up to work not wanting to be there. But with all the issues. And
remember, think about it. They're working to protect the government's laws.
Yeah, but they don't want to.
So imagine you don't even agree with the government's laws, but you got rent to pay.
Yeah, you got rent to pay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
a couple man I know, one of my fighters from my fight team, ex-fighter, and another one, they turned Fed now. And I see one of them the other day. I was waiting for my son to come out of training, and he come up.
He was one of the 11, yeah.
What's that?
He was one of the 11 that they recruited then, because
he was one of the 11 they recruited.
I think he's been a Fed for a minute. I remember hearing like he's a Fed now. So he come up, he's like, yeah, what's happening? I was like, he's still with them, and he's like, I just want to leave. He tried to ask me what I'm up to. You know when I'm at, I don't know what the relationship
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Podcasting and, you know,
yeah.
but anyway, he said he wants to leave. Another one I know that went fed for about a year, he left and now he works as a car salesman. You see what I'm saying? So these people don't really want to be.
They don't want to
like,
be there.
I don't know who they're getting there. Or you might get some people, but there could be a lot of guys that are there because they hate black people or they hate people or they hate lower class people.
What I found as well is
you just don't know.
The stereotype.
They should have a lot more psychological testing on.
100%. And that's why, you know what, like, fair play to Croydon, because Croydon are trying to make a change over there in terms of how it's policed and what's going on.
Big man, they have to. They got trams. Like,
they got a lot.
Like 1972 over there.
It was so surprising to see that nobody wants to do the job.
Why?
Because it's the job in itself, from what the feedback we see, is the fact that there's a lot of stereotypes about us as black people.
Yeah.
There's the disconnect because you have people that aren't black policing black areas. Do you get what I mean? So already they don't get the culture. Do you get what I'm saying? Then on top of it, the cuts. There's no money in that job anymore. So they're not getting paid well. Then on top of it, the people above are trying to clamp down. So any little thing, like, you know, like when they get a complaint, it has to be treated in a serious way.
Underground.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like you don't even they feel they don't get the support, but then we look at it, but how you don't getting the support when you got guys busting cases for madnesses? Do you get what I'm saying? But that's
they just got bad PR, Doug.
Yeah,
PR for police is terrible. Their PR, blood clot.
Yes,
it's terrible, big man.
Yeah,
I grew up on songs called "Fuck the Police." So if that's the PR man's had, and then every other rapper saying the Fed's done this, the Fed's done that, and then London is like 46% ethnic minority.
Yeah.
How can you have adverts saying join the police if the rappers are saying fuck them?
Yeah.
You need to get the PR right. This absolutely stinks. And then from just a bigger perspective from older people, especially Rasta man, we're looking at the country's laws.
Yeah.
And as a Rasta man, forget everything because that's way before I do anything else. How could I be a police officer as a Rasta man with the laws that are in place right now?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How do I do it? The same way I look at certain people and go, you know what, you're on a journey, but you're Muslim. How are you doing that? But you know what, I'm a Rasta. I don't really know. There's things I shouldn't be doing as well. So I guess we're all on a journey. But there are some things that are just exempt from that. And I think police is.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can be a police officer and a man of faith. I don't even know if you can be a politician and a man of faith. I don't know how you do those types of things. I think it's conflicting situations 100%. Because you've got to do a job to protect a group of people and they've told you to do it, but they're wankers.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to be upset at work. Eventually at some point. You better off doing a little podcast, talk about what you want.
Let's move on from that, man.
Yeah.
I think we spoke on it. Prayers and thoughts to the family, most
important.
Always.
Listen, we've
always
had them on,
like,
and listen,
we've had them on.
We wish them the best for the situation all the time.
Like there's a space left that will never really heal. You understand? And yeah, man, I know it must be devastating to them because they was hoping to find some kind of justice from this.
100%.
I don't know.
And I'll be honest, I was surprised.
I wasn't surprised.
I was
never lock
hoping,
no one up.
Yeah,
they don't lock up their own.
They
don't lock up their own, man.
I'm thinking about it. They just released bare man. I thought Asco got released. So you can't be releasing all these men and throwing police officers in prison. Nah, man. They don't have space, big man. They don't have space.
Yeah.
They need more brothers in prison.
That was funny.
They don't have space.
You see that today about...
You see the Bentleys outside the prison?
Yeah,
they
don't have space. You see the thing about Keir Starmer being upset about the man then bigging him up for letting him out and all of that. Like,
oh, he's not happy?
No, because he thought he was just going to let man... Because I feel like sometimes people think the people in jails are just tramps, innit? So when they come out, they're just going to walk out with the one bag over their shoulder and keep it skipping. But they're upset at the fact that people are pulling up to prisons in Rolls Royces and Bentleys and... Bloody, you let criminals out, like, come on, man.
They're not upset. They're upset that the news is leaking to the public.
Yeah. That's what it is.
What? I see man living in prison better than me. I thought my brother in prison one time. I said, "What are you eating today?" He said, "Taking me KFC." I said, "What? You eating? How?" I'm out here, Mac. I've got a little baked beans and toast. I'm thinking we can just get through the night. My man's got a spliff. He's got KFC.
That man, them are beating.
Man, I'm beating.
Man, them are beating.
Yeah, shout out.
That man's on road ain't getting pum like that, brother. That man on road ain't getting that kind of pum. I'm lying. Man, they must be pissed.
You see the kind of my man's beating in prison?
That's what I'm saying.
How's right? Some man could be a roll for 10 years.
They still not get
that caliber of pussy.
Yeah, the man's beating the Brazilian thing. Come on,
you know I like this. That man been on roll for the longest.
Time when you're brethren in prison, I'm FaceTiming my brother and he's telling me 1 second. 1 second? What are you doing that's more important than this phone call? How have you got other things to do?
Yeah.
How have you...
Man got
flat
fire
screen?
stick, then man got fire stick, PlayStation.
See,
food
man, with a
on tap.
60-inch flat screen, I said blood
Right.
seeds.
Yeah, you can buy, bruv, you buy that from the catalogue. If you got money in jail, brother, you buy. The thing why jail's hard is that jail's hard when you ain't got shit. If you got money in jail, like on your
You can make yourself comfortable.
on your thing, you're comfy. I could buy a PlayStation, stereo, TV, Xbox. It's all on the catalogue like Argos. So you could just buy that shit, fam. So but if man ain't got no P's, and it depends what jail you're in. If man ain't got no P's, then jail's hard. When you ring him and you speak to him, it's like, yeah, fam, man, just trying to get through because you're trying to get through because you got no money. But if you got money, then you just blend.
What we saying? Moving on. Your boy was here the other week.
Who?
Chucks.
Come on, Chucky. My
Big him up still. Big up Chucky.
Yes, man.
You can answer the same questions as him. You probably covered it before. Tell the man about your first heartbreak, bro.
Oh, the real one.
The real one, bro.
Oh,
Let me hear it.
brother. What's that festival in Finsbury Park?
Oh,
Wireless. That had me going wireless. Trying to get her back. Telling her I'm sorry, I don't even know what I did. I cheated, but yeah, man, it broke my heart, fam. I'll never forget it, fam. It was, I'll just keep it real. Brother, I cheated on my ex, yeah. And I remember I spoke to the other girl. I was like, look, babe, I beg you, don't say nothing. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell her. Just let me tell her and let me deal with it. And the girl was like, all right, cool. Because she sent the girl a message, but it hadn't gone through yet. Like, she hadn't seen it. I said, just delete it. Let's just allow me, man. It's hard out here, man. I was just gassed for a second. I'm wrong. Let me just give it time. Because I would have said something.
Yeah.
On the first day of the new year, I get a knock at the door. I open the door, it's my girl. She's bawling. You know when you know? Yeah. You know what it is. She switches the phone. I see the messages.
Ah, yeah, cold.
They've spoken now. But you know what's so mad? She didn't say everything.
The one you was beating didn't say everything to your girl.
She didn't say everything.
She said enough.
But I said everything.
Okay, yeah.
I just said, scrap it, we're here now, man. Just get it all out and let's try and move forward. But after that, it's so difficult to move forward because obviously the girl I'm just talking about, how could you do this to me? And they're comparing themselves to that girl now. And it just was mad big, man. I felt so bad. And I tried to get her back. And then in the end, I was just like, you know what? I don't care no more, boy. But I was heartbroken. Oh, for a good 3-4 months, man. Going through it. You know about Michael Jackson in your room? Just playing that song.
Which song?
What was it again? Let me go find it. I also played with Janet Jackson, I Get So Lonely. I was playing bare things, man. It was peak, fam. Separated by Usher. Oh my God, I played that. Fam, I was heartbroken, fam.
Them tunes there.
Fam, I was heartbroken. Man, them couldn't see me. I went wireless. And she was there working with, I won't say who, because then we'll find out who she is. I'm begging her back in front of people. I was a howler. I had a howler, man.
Oh, so she was in the game.
EA Sports, my brother.
Yeah.
I got played. Nasty, man. But yeah, man. But then you get over it. You move forward. And you listen to Future, Pluto, man.
This is what I'm saying, Mr. Tuck.
What? So since then, was that you was in love them times?
I don't think I was, you know. I just felt like that was a perception of love due to my ignorance on life.
Have you been in love since?
Yeah.
Okay, so it weren't that much of a heartbreak then. You weren't even in love.
I didn't know anything else. So to me, that was the worst thing.
And also, you were the one doing the beating, so it ain't like the word. Like you came off a rap, man. Like man, they ain't really feeling sorry for you out here. Like really, that
That one's hurt though. That one's hurt.
The embarrassment hurts, you know. Embarrassment hurts,
when
you know.
When you fuck it up unexpectedly, and you're the cool breaker.
Thankfully, I've not been in that position.
No, them ones hurt.
That hurt. I got to tell my mum I messed up. My mum loves her. I got to tell her mum. Her mum's looking at me sideways now. The family's looking at me.
Because people say, I can love someone but do something like that. But then generally do that. And when you break up from someone, it's heartbreaking.
That's a silly question.
Let's talk about your one then, Doug.
Who, man?
Yeah, go on. Tell us about it.
Did we speak about it in the Chucky episode?
No.
Nah, like similar, same sort of thing, like poets thing, like got into the same sort of like situation. I was cheating on like a long-term partner, like long term, but I'd been with her for so long, but I felt justified in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
You're cheating?
Right?
Yeah.
Bluetooth bad, man.
Nah, you know why? Because and I think
justify shit.
Justify. I want to know why you felt.
I felt justified in it.
Future.
You know why I felt justified?
Talk there. I
Yeah,
felt justified.
nah, because and the way I break it down is because like I think what hurt her the most was that she was like she was none the wiser. So you know, like what man was doing his thing and then like treating her like shit and moving a certain way and carrying on. Like nah, man treated her like that was the queen innit, like my girl innit, like da. But then sometimes man just need a little nastiness, you know what I mean, a little freakiness. But I felt at the time being at that age, I felt that I didn't know how to engage in those conversations with my girl to make that because I was young. I didn't know like you get what I'm saying. Now moving forward, when I speak to it or like in relationships, I express what I want in it. Do you get me? But at that time, I felt that, and plus I thought also I was still like outside in it. So a part of me was still outside. I'm doing this. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Was it that era where man was saying you can't certain things you can't do with your girl?
Yeah.
Can't get your girl to do them things.
And plus, remember, man's outside, innit? So remember, I'm this ain't a time like me, legit dog, working 9 to 5. This is when man's like, I'm coming and making sure everything's patterned and I'm gone again. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I'm treating her sweet and doing whatever. Then I'm outside just doing up a madness. Do you get what I'm saying?
I wasn't doing that. My gal went everywhere with me.
I see different, yeah.
Everywhere.
You just on fuckery.
Don't talk.
I'm joking.
Come on.
What's the justification? Why did you feel
because
justified?
I felt that like, alright, so
I'm asking that for genuine. I want to know.
and I don't mean it in a fucked up way. I know you don't, but I want to know why. I don't mean it in I mean it in a general way. Like the things that I wanted to go and do, like
she weren't ready for.
Like because if you saw her, she's like a flower. Do you get me? Like
soft, delicate.
She's not from our life.
On badness.
No, I get she's not from our life, but she fucks with me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I remember when I first used to meet, like link up with her and whatever, she used to just come and sit in the car with me and roll and like I'm doing banners. She's not on all of that. She'll just chill, just happy to be in in company.
The bad girl that was gonna spread them.
Yeah.
Do a mad thing.
Right. So you understand?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
My gal at the time, that's my baby girl.
Madness.
I'm not gonna spread up my baby and
weave.
Yeah,
backdrop weaves all in the air.
No, I'm not gonna
wave
do that
around.
Right. So in
mad.
my own mad way, I felt
I hear you.
because I felt justified in what I was doing, but it's not right. And then as you grow, and remember, like this happened, I was young, like so. This is like my early 20s, innit? So I'm still young.
That's fair enough.
I'm still growing. Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel like Poet's one was a bit more recent still.
Mine's just time ago, but
early 20s as well.
I was in my mid-20s, like mid-20s. I'll be real with you.
You learn.
Yeah, but I wasn't, like, no disrespect, like, the girl I'm with, and I mean this respectfully, consensually, because you know what's going on crazy. It's crazy outside right now. My thing is, madness have a run. I couldn't be with no girl that's just on a sweet, delicate, boring. All the girl I've been with, they're crazier than me, big man. They're on a mad thing. So
man, them like crazy, you know.
Man, them like crazy, bro. Trust me.
Man, them complain about the crazy girl, but man, them like a little bit of crazy.
But
Not too crazy.
Not too
crazy, but man, them like a little piece of crazy still.
Yeah, man.
Being able to communicate what you want allows that to be a beautiful thing that you both can share together and crack on with.
When you say communicate when you want, why are you not in charge of that?
No, you're in charge. No, man's in charge. But I think I'm talking from like every relationship. I always look at it like this. Every relationship I've been in and I've learned something, I move forward and then try to adapt the new like teachings in my own self into the next one. Do you get what I'm saying? So when it comes to me expressing what I'm into and what I like and what I want, I'm able to just talk about it because I know that what happened before from me not expressing it, it was the cause of how that breakup happened. Do you get what I'm saying? So like I make it be known what I'm into and what I like and what I want to do.
Can I ask you a question? Because Pound is certified rapper. Pound, what's going on today?
In what sense?
Why? And it's a crazy question because it's personal to me, but I feel like if you're from the same space, you might understand where I'm coming from. Why don't I feel excited about new music coming out the way I did, say, 2010 or 2006 or even 2016? 2019, I was excited about music. What's happened in UK for yourselves that you've looked at and gone, yo, this thing ain't really exciting like that no more?
I think maybe because people are making music for views, streams, and what they think people want, rather than making the music that they feel in their heart and soul.
When did that start becoming a problem for you?
it didn't become a problem for me really because I stopped listening a while ago. So I can't tell you when I really.
Oh,
stopped
serious?
listening.
What was your
Yeah.
reason for stop listening? If you don't mind me
It
asking.
wasn't connecting the same. Sometimes I'll hear things that will connect the same with me. I'll hear an artist and I'll be like, yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I'll hear something from Clavish.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah, I fuck with that. Okay.
Yeah.
You feel the same way,
Yeah,
right?
of course,
He's
you
the
said
artist
that.
where I can hear him be
Yeah,
like,
you said that, and I'm like, all right, cool, I hear
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, that connects.
100.
Or you hear Potter, because I want to hear the reality
Potter,
of what's
yes.
going on.
Yeah.
You understand? Or Nino or Scraps and so on. So I'm still, there's man that I'm still
Come on, man, you're outside. Yeah.
Yeah, still
see what
tapping
I'm
in.
saying? But in the greater scheme of things, for the most part, I think it's become more a numbers thing. But you're still gonna hear. I can still listen to a Heady. I can still listen to a. There's bits in there. But as far as that real heartfelt, real that era that we came up from, it's changed now because people are dealing with metrics and algorithms, and also the product is
Everyone's
being over pushed. Like
Yeah.
microwave generation, innit? When's the next one? When's the next one? When's the next one? So people are
Everyone's
more
trying to
pressured
get
just to make music. But some men have still got it, bro. DBE have still got it. They still.
Oh,
make,
DB are cold.
still got it.
But they don't play them
DB
games. So
still
you
got
know
it.
DB's thing. They don't
They're
play
in
them
their own
games.
world.
They're in their own world.
And that's how it's got to be. But a lot of you saying in that.
Yeah, and to touch on what P's saying, I feel like everyone's trying to get that Cuban, everyone's trying to get that check. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they,
yeah.
Checks, it's numbers.
It's a
game.
check. It's
And
a
the industry
money
is
game
numbers.
now.
If you ain't giving them numbers, they don't want you no more. You ain't.
In a time when P's making music,
You're making it for
Skepta's
yourself.
making music. It's the
Yeah.
love of the music.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the love,
yeah.
the fact that when they put on a dance now and they drop a tune and everyone starts going mad and they reload it. It was a
Bro,
culture.
and you know
Like,
what changes everything? Remember when everyone was doing it at that peak time, when everyone's out doing this before this transition, bro, nothing was promised. When
Yeah.
nothing's promised, you're making it from a different perspective. Bro.
Now
You
everyone
know what I'm
can
saying?
see the end
Nothing's
goal.
but now you know, if you don't do it, they won't do it. They won't do this. They won't do that. Now everyone's got to change to try and conform, kind of. So I think that's part of it as well.
Because you know what I always look at, yeah? I look at like, let's take a look at Pound Sterling right here. He's such an integral piece of the culture that he's able to do a podcast later on and no one don't say nothing because it's Pound Sterling. He's done his due diligence. Like, you know, you make let's go listen to what you got to say on the pod.
Yeah.
Now, can we promise that's the case for the era moving forward? Because let's go a little bit forward after that. Because Skepta's done his thing, JME's done his thing. Up until Nines, like the O2 the other day is mad. Like that's crazy. Scraps, like crazy. But if you take a look from the 2014, 2015 era, and this is not to put these people down, it's like I remember Notes had this shit in a headlock for a little while.
Yeah.
Addison Lee, Aladdin. I'm like, yo, this looks like it can be something.
Yeah.
Whereas today, that guy don't have the opportunity Pound has, where Pound can go, I ain't done music in time, I'm gonna make a podcast and we're all gonna fucking listen. I don't feel that way
podcast,
about.
though, by the way. You didn't know that, did you?
What's that?
Notes has actually got a podcast now. You know that?
Has he?
Just dropped it with him and Suspect.
No
they
way,
have,
has he?
yeah.
Oh, that's good
Yeah,
then.
they did. I see that.
That's good, but I'm saying that's good then. That's good, but I'm just saying.
But I hear
look,
I hear the
that,
point
that
you're
era,
making. I hear the point.
I was very concerned, not from the perspective of how, but more of like raw, like if that era is finding it difficult to compete in the market today, but the era previously is just cutting through calm. What's the next era gonna go through? Because the era that I'm from, at no point it might have looked bad, but they never look like they're struggling really.
Yeah.
Like even Chip, in the height of his problems,
It was cutting through.
music cutting through, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And afterwards, he can tell the story now and be like, "Yo, this was happening, that was happening." Fair enough, but at no point was I disinterested with the product. So, whereas there is that sort of Afro swing period, and
Oh yeah, so
And
like
a couple
even
of
take
people
Notes
like-
out the equation because I feel like Notes is he's similar to what you're
That's
saying with
good, though.
Chip.
At least
He's always in my eyes, he's always cut through because he's always like he's been always kind of been on the blogs and in the media as he's been quiet with the music.
Yeah.
It has allowed him now, and he hasn't had that long period of time off. Like if you look at what P was at the game, when did you stop making music to when he's come back?
Almost a decade.
Probably over a decade. Whereas Notes has probably had that couple year period where maybe if he had left it a bit later, like say another 5 years, it might not been able to do what he.
but then Doug, I'm saying, what is the products missing from today
Oh, the
that
products
Pound
missing-
Sterling has? Because Pound Sterling, you said something mad. That gap is crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Pound Sterling comes back, and I'm like, yo, I want
It's
to.
missing. You know what I feel like it's missing? Nostalgia. I
Authenticity,
feel like it's
bro.
authenticity
No,
and
authenticity.
nostalgia. Like you know, like our era when certain tunes dropped, yeah, it would cement a time in in a moment in everybody's life as to like you say, talking the hard this year. Everyone can kind of remember when that hit the road and how it affected, man. And there's so many different tunes like Wiley and Igloo and all these.
Brother, everyone you're gonna mention, it's authentic, bro. You see, I'm gonna always say the thing of, no, as long as you're being yourself, you can have longevity.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, this is me now, this is me then, this is me this year, this is me that year. You can keep going.
Yeah.
Authentic people. Wiley's always been his self, innit?
Yeah.
Dizzy Rascal is Dizzy Rascal.
JME.
All Skepta, Gigs, so on and so forth. They're themselves. So when you're yourself and people bought into that authenticity, you can still spin the block now. But some people, they're just a song. The song's bigger than who they are. They're just a song. Or two songs. More than they're a person and a moment.
That man ain't gonna like to hear that about themselves, but it's the truth.
No, but if it's the caps fit, bro. Some people are a song.
Yeah, sometimes, and you know, I know some like people sometimes in the comments get onto me like, Doug, don't listen to no one and this, that. But sometimes I know the song. I know the song better than I know the artist.
There you go, because some people are a song.
Because I know what I like and I tap into what I am. I'm a big old man. You get me? So that don't mean like if I hear a certain thing going on over there, I'm a big man. I don't need to listen to what's going on over there because none of it's transcending and hitting with me. So whether I do this or not, like I never said I was a journalist. I come on a show with P and I do my thing. You get me? It's what it is. So I take note of what I take note of.
Someone give you that feel though. Someone give you that feel.
Yeah, 100%.
Where you hear the music and you're like, it takes you to a certain space.
But you see the difference in man when I'm with an artist that I fuck with.
Potter's a big example of that.
Yeah.
You know a Giggs moment when you hear it. You know what he's bringing. You understand?
Yeah. Like KMT, everyone remembers where they were when they had.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, crazy.
Come on, man.
That was nuts.
Come
bro.
on, man.
I can't even imagine being from South London and being part of that moment.
Kentish Town, man, had Kentish Town jumping off the.
Are you nuts?
I thought the banisters was gonna jump.
Gonna brock up and yo.
I thought this was gonna be a health hazard.
But these men represent they represent for something. It's like they're a representative of us. They are us. They are. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Like you say, Beres Hammond, Buju, they are the people, innit?
Yeah.
So certain men are the people.
Yeah.
I'm the people in my way.
Yeah.
Them man are the people in their way. Skeppy is the people in his way. JME is you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it transcends where some people are a song.
Yeah.
It's mad because like Shy Cartier reminds me of the people.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Shy Cartier reminds me of the people a lot. Like
there you go.
I don't even it's got to the point with music today. I just be liking songs. I don't even know what the name of the song is, and I just put it in a playlist and I'll put it on my queue and I'm just listening to it.
Yeah.
And them artists, I go, right, I actually rate you because I don't even know your songs like that. I just know that you're good and I can put on your music and I'm comfortable. But sometimes when I know the song, I think Pound's right. I just might know the song and I'm like,
man, some people are a song, bro.
Yeah,
You're not connected with the individuals, man. I think with me, people connected with me. I remember some people connected with me. They were like, but
I think TikTok's caused a problem with that because
people are making songs
go
TikTok,
viral.
people are making songs.
We all love the song, but we don't know who the artist is. And
don't connect that well.
We don't connect because it's a microwave thing. We listen to it. That's wavy. Everyone uses it for their thing, but it's the actual sound in itself. Then it is the actual artist that they're tapping into. Do you get what I'm saying?
Could it also be like? Sorry to cut you. Could it also be like like when I listen to certain things, like for example, radio sets, like even a Westwood back in the day. But I'm listening. Pound's not going there performing a song. He's spitting bars.
Yeah.
So now it's time for you to what are you saying? And even R&B back in the day. Man, if you listen to a song like H-Town, Special Kind of Fool on Ladies Edition, man is singing to this girl, I love you, I want to do this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nikos, what joint's that? You know that joint? Nikos is the champion for them Tuesday. Even I don't know that one. That's a deep.
You don't know H-Town?
All I know is H-Town is the knocking the boots.
Special Kind of Fool.
And he's the champion for them Tuesday.
You're not the champion.
He knows it. I know once you play the song, you're gonna know the tune.
Knocking the Boots is like the bait one, but like they had a project called Ladies Edition, and there's married man's on that project. Don't Hold Back the Reins on that project. Fuck it. Cool. That's the club store. That's the one you hear when I used to go to Cool Green and shout and
no.
But mash bear work to that tune, innit?
At the same time, you're trying to get into work with Pound, and you just look at you. Yeah, you're doing R&B, man. Chill, man.
Chill, cuz. You know the way they chill, cuz.
But I just feel like even with the subject matters and what people represent and what they're speaking about is changing so much that like it's not representative of the audience that they're speaking to. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, certain I hear R&B today. Bare man are like, just beat this gal. I got this gal and I'm around these man.
Yeah.
You're liars, some of you. Like, you got this guy. This guy's got you on locks. He's following you. You're dumb. Just tell the truth.
At
There's nothing wrong with
festivals,
that.
all holding hands. And
There's a space for that. Don't let me fall in love.
listen,
I'm advertising it like it's my next single. Yeah, my baby, this and that.
Yeah, come
But
on.
if it's not, come on, if it's not, I don't know, man. I just feel like something
Listen.
talking about.
We're gonna wrap it up, yeah. Before we wrap up, no. If your guy, I gotta ask you this. These are totally going left. You're gonna be P. Why are you taking it there to end it? If your guy, no, I'm not gonna say anyone's name because I'm not putting that in the atmosphere. If one of your guys got accused of the mad thing in Australia, are you saying anything? You tweeting? You saying anything, or is it, boy, we're gonna have to wait and see? One of your guys, you feel like you know him.
Yeah.
You saying anything, or is it wait and see?
You know what? I can't avoid questions and make me feel scared. I say this. I'm not attached to Poet. I'm not. I'm not attached to it. That situation there as Poet is a business. And the way I framed it is not too far removed from Kyle. So you can meet Kyle and see the Poet thing and it's calm. So can Kyle, aka Poet, say something? 100%. No one can't tell me. My business means that when I say what I've said things in the past about this situation. No one's going to say nothing to me because I've created my market space to accept these types of conversations and progressive thought. When you're in a market space, which is just, you are, and this is no disrespect, I want to say this so respectfully,
I know exactly what you were going to mean.
where you are the jester or you are whatever, you are to the mercy of the audience. When you're in that market space, you can't say nothing. There's too much to lose.
Yeah.
So I get why you don't say nothing. But then I say to myself, that doesn't sound safe. Why would you plan to put your brand in that market space anyway? Because that means if it happens to you and all the people around you are in a similar market space, that means you're by yourself.
Yeah.
But if you have your market space somewhere like this, you're Kodak Black on tour next year. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not even saying it's wrong. I'm saying that's the reality of the situation. Kodak Black is going on tour.
Yeah.
You go type in, and I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm just saying circumstances have happened, and that's the way people are overcoming it.
Yeah.
They're on radio the next few weeks arguing with Ebro on it.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a bigger market space over there, so I understand that as well. But I think we should need to start thinking about our market space and the numbers. Because like I said, I can afford to say something, and unfortunately some people can't.
I respect it. All right. I just had to ask, man. That.
Yeah.
What about you?
Your godfather in this thing. No,
What Are you saying something?
If one of the guys, I'm going to say something. I don't answer to, there ain't a powers that be when it comes to me. Like, I do what I do.
An honest personal opinion.
Yeah, like I can have a personal opinion. What I would say at the minimum, I'd be like, listen, you know what? I wasn't there, so I can't say this or that, but that's not the person I know. That's not what I know him to be. And that's enough. I've never seen that. And that's enough for me. That would be enough. That's enough. I say I can't. Listen, I hope it's not the case. But I've not seen that.
I ain't got 1 million followers though, so I can't even imagine what happens when you say that. That must be...
The bag will get super fucked up. Them man have got to walk on eggshells a piece. And I get it. But it is what it is, man. Listen, stay safe, people. Poet in the building. Big Dougie Doug. Power Star the Hustler. It's another one. Wrapped it up. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
Yeah.